What the hell was that? So guys, I hadn't had Violet out practicing in a while, and that's why I figured I wanted to bring her out. Look at this. Look at this. I'm just struggling with the right turns, and I'm saying to myself, I know it's not me. Left turn right here, no problem at all. Like nice and easy, way less than 18 feet. And then when I try to do a figure eight right here, I'm all into these cones, and I'm like, what is going on? My speed is correct. I'm leaning the motorcycle a sufficient amount. I'm turning the handlebars all the way. But stay tuned, because we're going to figure out what the issue was. All right, so guys, I knew I wasn't crazy, and what I'm referring to is Violet. Now, I haven't had Violet out here in a while. That's why I brought her out to this practice session. And as I'm warming up on her, I'm feeling like I'm very tentative turning right. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I'm in the top of the Snowman. Left turns, no problem at all. Right turns, I'm like, what is going on? I'm putting my wheels where they're supposed to be. My speed is proper. My lean is good. And I keep hitting the outside cone. So first thing I did was I said, well, let me come over here and just make sure that it's turning right the same way it's turning left. Because, I'm not one of these people that, I'll tell people in a second, the poor craftsman blames his tools. But I know all of my mechanics and all of my techniques, everything that I'm doing, I get results. And today it wasn't working out. So let me come back to Old Faithful, put the motorcycle on a line, lock the handlebars to the left, and slowly duck walk the bike. That way the speed doesn't take me wide or anything like that. So going left, let's check it out. Full lock, and I'm right on this line. Ease the clutch out. Straight up. Look what my front wheel is. All right? See what my front wheel is? And that's really what's determining how wide this turn is. So that's less than 18 feet. All right, now let's do it the other way. All right, right on the line, full lock. Straight up. Look what my front wheel is, guys. I'm already past, like this thing's turning like an Indian. And as I get right here, wow, that's like almost 20 feet, guys. So once I get her home, I got to look in there and see if maybe there's some wires or something that's restricting those handlebars from turning all the way to the right. Because this is what I mean when I say once you get accustomed to your motorcycle, you get a feel for it. And I knew something didn't feel right. Like when you turn these motorcycles full lock, it hits like boom. But when I was turning to the right, it was a soft kind of hit. So something's not allowing those handlebars to turn all the way. And when I figure that out, I'll let you know. But if you guys are having an issue, again, I'm not saying blame your motorcycle, but definitely check it out. Do that test right there just to make sure that your motorcycle is turning the same right and left. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Very nice, I'm looking at the camera. Heading on, good, good, good. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me, and you know this by now, or at least you should. For those of you that have never been to this channel before, welcome to you as well. My name is Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. The name of this wonderful channel is Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. Guys, welcome to practice session number 83. I'm out here in Pooler, Georgia, which is where I primarily am. And it's a beautiful day, beautiful weather, and finally, guys, not dying heat, right? And that's a beautiful thing. So I'm looking forward to today's practice session. I should have about 5 people out here, including my North Carolina ambassador, Andy. And I want to shout out to Andy for coming out here early, helping me set up. Brought out some sugar for some people, meaning some donuts, some food. So appreciate him for that. Didn't have to do that. So always a great guy, always good to see him. And again, Andy don't live around the corner. Like I said, North Carolina ambassador. I'm in Georgia. All right. All right. So for those of you that don't know, you've never been here before, these practice sessions consist of 9. It's 9 numbered exercises, but it's really 10. And then after that, we have a bonus exercise. We do a follow the leader, and we do a slow race. And guys, I got to tell you right now, coming up, I'm gonna let you know what's coming up. So next month, October, the 14th and the 15th, I'm gonna be in Mississippi. I'm doing 2 practice sessions there. It's at Southern Thunder Harley-Davidson. So I still have spots available for that. If you're thinking about coming out and practicing with me there, just use the information that's on the screen. There's also gonna be a link in the description section so that you can click on that link and register. Or if you just wanna come hang out, you're more than welcome to do that as well. And I'm gonna be back in Ohio, and this is gonna kind of be my, in Ohio, it's just a matter of time before those motorcycles are gonna get put away. So we're gonna try to get one more practice session in. Still have spots available for that as well. In November, guys, November 4th, that's gonna be my 3-year anniversary ride and luncheon, right? That's here in Pooler, Georgia. And that's always a good time. I love that. The ride is okay, but it's after the ride where we're all in the same room and we eat and we do some giveaways, and it's just a good time hanging out with good people. The only thing that can screw up anything is the weather, but that only pertains to the ride. Because the first year, the weather was horrendous, just horrendous. But we were inside, nice and warm, eating and enjoying each other. The following day, guys, November 5th, that is gonna be the anniversary practice session. And let me tell you something, guys. There's so much smack being talked about the slow race and who's going to be the slow race champion. Andy's already the slow race champion. Jogo Motorcycle Adventures actually bought a belt, a championship belt. So it's riding and wrenching. If you know riding and wrenching like I do, a lot of crap being talked. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of people at that practice session. So my count right now is 17, but I know some people like riding and wrenching and Jogo Motorcycle Adventures, and maybe even Andy, they might kind of sit out to let certain people be allowed to do it. But it doesn't matter. Even if everybody stayed in, I'm only going to go through everything one time, right? This is the special practice session. So I'm looking forward to all of that, guys. And if that's something you guys are interested in participating in, come on out. You're more than welcome. All right, guys? All right, anyway, like we always do, when the V.I.Preloaders get here, we're going to talk to them, find out who they are, where they're from, what they're riding, how long they've been riding. More important to me, how long they've been practicing slow speed riding, and how they rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best in slow speed maneuvers. That number is for them and them only. I don't give numbers. And at the end of the day, I'm going to ask them again what they rate themselves and see if there was any change. There's no pressure for it to be a change, but this is humbling out here, especially for people that don't really do it. So sometimes people rate themselves a little high, and at the end of the day, they'll lower the number. Or we have some sandbaggers out here too that come out here and rate themselves low, and then the number goes up. Or sometimes the number stays the same, right? Remember, the number's for you because you need to find out what you need to work on. All right, guys, let's do it. What's your name?
John Curtis.
Where you from, John?
Kernersville, North Carolina.
How long have you been riding the motorcycle?
Since I was 16.
Wow, it's a long time. What are you riding today?
I got a 22 Street Glide.
You had it like a year, right?
Yeah, August 8th was 1 year.
How many miles?
Right at 22,000.
Wow, so you're riding?
Every day.
Okay, how long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
Since I got the bike.
Beautiful, beautiful. If you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what are you giving yourself?
A 2.
2. And when he first got here, he said he was a -1. And I told him that was BS because I watch everybody pull up. So he'd come up. I still think he's sandbagging, but we'll see. Good to meet you, brother.
Thanks, sir.
What's your name?
Andy.
Where you from, Andy?
Asheville, North Carolina.
Andy, how long you been riding the motorcycle?
Around 8 years.
8 years. Guys, this is your North Carolina Preloader Nation ambassador. Get to know his face. Always a pleasure. Came out here nice and early today, helped me put out some cones, brought some donuts so these guys could get sugared up and get ready. So I appreciate everything you do, man.
Oh, I appreciate riding with you. It's a pleasure and always is.
Thanks,
you.
brother. Where you going? What are you riding today?
My 2021 KTM 890
How long you been practicing slow speed riding?
for 2 years.
Yeah, and this shows. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what are you giving yourself?
7.875.
All right. Always a pleasure, man. What's your name?
Richard.
Rich, where you from?
From Texas, stationed here at Fort Stewart.
Yes, and you're going to be transferring back to Texas.
Yep, I'll be going right back to Cavazos, formerly known as Fort Hood.
Yeah, so Rich he's going to be missed. He's definitely going to be missed. Obviously, he's a V.I.Preloader. He's been to a number of my practice sessions, but you do practice sessions yourself on YouTube, correct?
Yep, I do my own with the service members.
What's the name of your YouTube channel?
Slow, smooth, fast.
Yeah, baby. Slow, smooth, fast. Love the name of the channel. You don't even know what it's going to be about, so that's good. You click on it, you'll find out. But it's about motorcycles, slow speed stuff. Out here slow dancing with the motorcycles. How often do you practice?
I practice, I want to say weekly, and it just depends on the day.
Good, good. What are you riding today?
I got my 09 Road Glide.
09 Road Glide. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what are you giving yourself?
So normally I'm a 7-ish. Today I have to go back to about a 5 because I changed the angles. I changed the bushings on my bars.
Okay.
And it ended up changing the angle of my bars.
Gotcha.
So it's just getting into my head. It's a little tricky.
Okay, so you just got to get reacclimated.
Yep.
All right. Always a pleasure, brother.
All right.
What's going on, man?
Well, I'm living the dream, man.
What's your name?
Finesse the Challenger.
Is that your name or is that your YouTube channel?
That is my YouTube channel.
Ah, yes. Finesse the Challenger. Check out his YouTube channel. And he hasn't done mine yet, but it's coming. You're doing banners and stuff now, too?
Yep, I do banners and logos. I'm a graphic designer.
Yes.
When I'm not riding a motorcycle.
Yeah, so guys, he's done quite a few of them for different YouTubers. He's done Everyday Faye. He's doing everybody's except his own. He's going to do his own too, but that's always how it is. You go to a landscaper's house, his lawn looks like crap because he's doing everybody else's. So definitely check him out. How do we get in contact with you for that?
You can either DM me on Instagram, which is your best bet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And what's the Instagram handle?
Everything, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube is Finesse the Challenger.
There we go. All right. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
Since about 2003.
What are you riding today?
I'm riding a 23 Indian Pursuit Premium.
You gotta take a breath in before you say all of that, right?
It's the Dark Horse Premium.
Nice motorcycle, and he just installed some Folsom Prison Tab Performance.
Yes.
Folsom Prison plus 8 handlebars on it. Motorcycle, it just makes the bike look much better. He looks better on it, and it's more comfortable too, correct?
Oh, for sure, man. Those bars in combination with the custom dynamics lights that I have on there, it just makes everything comfortable, and you can see me at night, so it's great.
Beautiful, beautiful. How often do you practice slow speed maneuvers?
Typically, if I pull my bike out, I'm doing something.
There we go. That's what it's all about. Like I always say, guys, you don't need cones to practice, even though I got a video coming out today at 10 o'clock that's basically saying, I want you to use cones, but you don't need them. That's the whole point. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what would you give yourself?
About a 6.
Okay, are you going to be trying the 22-foot circle in the Snowman today?
I believe so.
Okay, again, there's never any pressure out here, but it's something he's never done on his motorcycle. He could do it all on my motorcycle, but he's never done it on that bike, but that bike doesn't turn the same. We talked about all of that. I did a video on that. I'll put a card up here on the screen. But we'll see what happens today. Always a pleasure, brother. What's your name?
I'm David.
Where you from, David?
I'm from Kennesaw, Georgia, and I just actually drove up from Orlando yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I was down there visiting my son.
Beautiful. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
3 months this current time, and about 30 years ago I rode a Sportster when I was in the military.
Gotcha.
So this is my first big bike.
Gotcha. And I actually ran into you at Savannah Harley-Davidson,
Yeah.
and you had lost your phone, and so it's good to see you definitely out here with the bike that you bought.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Speaking of your bike, what are you riding today?
I got a 2017 Harley Ultra Limited Low.
Wow.
And I've put about 3,500 miles on it since I bought it, so it's got about 15,000 on it now.
Beautiful, beautiful. How long have you been slow speed practicing?
I've been practicing for 3 months.
There we go. That's the answer I was looking for.
I have not mastered anything yet.
Okay, okay.
That's for
well,
sure.
you might think you haven't, but we'll see. We'll find out today. Everybody's their worst critic. If you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed.
I've been thinking about this. It's probably, I'm going to say 4. I don't want to sandbag, but, 4 is probably, I'm 4 with a potential to leap ahead, maybe up to an 8 if,
Okay.
I take a few days with you.
Absolutely, brother. Pleasure to meet you.
All right, pleasure
We'll meet
to
you
meet
again. All right, guys. Exercises 1 through 9, plus the warm-up, plus the bonus, plus follow the leader, plus the slow race. Let's do it. All right, you guys ready?
Always.
Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to practice session number 83. Practice number 83. 88's coming up next year. Next year. First things first, egos. Leave them by the donuts. Right? We're here to learn. We're here to have fun. This is a learning environment. It's a each one teach one environment. Hold on, I'll get it. So, if you know something, share it. It's not always about right or wrong. Sometimes it's just about a better way, a different approach. And I'm including myself with that too. I'll never proclaim to know everything. And I don't know everything. I want you to be relaxed out here. Is anybody nervous? Okay. Yeah, so there's no pressure out here, guys. There's no pass or fail, all right? Nobody's judging you. So you only have to do what you're comfortable doing, period. I do want you to step outside of your comfort zone a little bit, because obviously that's the only way we're going to learn. But I'm only going to nudge you if I see you need to be nudged, because I know that we are all our worst critic. That's what I was just telling you. But I'll see something in you that you don't see. You don't know what you don't know, right? So don't worry about that. That's why I say try not to worry, because this is an emotion we're talking about. And an emotion is like a light switch. It's not like a light switch. You can't just turn it off, right? Okay. Penalties. Push-ups. If you grab this front brake while you're doing anything slow speed maneuver-wise, that's a 10 push-up penalty. I think John Curtis said he's going to do it for you. He's a big guy. Putting your feet down. If you put your foot down in lieu of the bike falling, I really want to make this a 50 push-up penalty, because this is what gets us hurt. But it's a 10 push-up penalty. And what I mean by that is you're trying to stop and you feel the bike's getting ready to fall, and then you put your foot down. That's 10. Now, if you're coming to a stop and you put your foot down like this, that's 10, 20, 30. Like I'm going to be counting them, right? So I do want to shout out. I did a private lesson out here. He doesn't want to say his name. He's a private guy. We did a 4-hour lesson. He knew about the push-up penalty, but he's not able to do push-ups. So he said, every time I get a penalty, I'll donate $10 to the Children's Hospital. So he donated $300 to the Children's Hospital. He sent it to me and everything. Yeah, he was doing all kind of stuff out there, So, but shout out to him for being accountable and for being charitable. That's just awesome, right? All right. So we got the penalties out of the way. Our goal today is to leave here more confident than we got here. That's the goal. And that could be percentage points. It doesn't matter, because listen, we're not going to get everything. Everything's not going to happen today. That's not to say it's impossible, but it's rare. So I'm dealing with the odds. So that's the goal. When you leave here, you should have a better understanding of what you need to work on. And then you just need to keep working on that. Because if you say, I'll practice next time I go see Rob in 6 months. Today was almost a waste of time, right? You have to practice. Is everybody here familiar with my channel? Like really familiar, you're watching it. Now we all learn differently. So I'm gonna be asking you guys questions. There's gonna be some guys that know every answer. I'm not counting these 3 because they're, don't think I'm not gonna pick on you though, because,
I still don't know the answers.
Yeah, exactly. But that's because our brains sometimes are gonna make room for what we need. So if you already kind of got this figured out, yeah, all right, Rob, what's your steps? I don't know the goddamn steps, but I do them anyway. And that's the point of the steps. The steps should just disappear and you just do it. It becomes part of your muscle memory. Why do you practice, John?
Because I've been in an accident before and I want to get better.
There we go. There we go. He's been in an accident and he wants to get better. And sometimes that's what it takes for some people. Like that something has to happen to them for them to go, these are not toys. I want to, at the end of the day, no matter how much you train, you can still have an accident. But we're always dealing with odds. And the more you know, the less odds are that you're going to get into an accident. Because 99 or 95 or whatever percent of the time, motorcycle accidents are rider error. And it's either because it's either the rider's going too fast, they're riding recklessly, or skill, they don't know how to do something or navigate something, or they're not properly anticipating and scanning. Everything's okay, they're just riding. And then when something happens, oh crap, squeeze and hope for the best is the only option, because if you don't practice, that's going to be the only option. You're only going to resort to your instincts and not your technique. So that's these are the reasons why we practice. Why do you practice?
Yeah, be safer. I want to be boss of my motorcycle.
There you go.
Be able to enjoy it comfortably with my wife on the back and driving around curvy mountain roads.
Beautiful answer. He wants to be comfortable. He wants to enjoy it more. And under that umbrella, he wants to be the boss of his motorcycle. That encompasses all of that. And the comfort is so important. He wants to feel confident and with his wife on the back, and hopefully she's confident. That's why I tell people's wives to watch these videos, watch my 2-up video with the person riding, because people that get on the back assume we know what the hell we're doing. And that's why I say, I forgot what video I put out. I think I was making a U-turn or something. No. It was the video when I was riding the new Road Glide out of the dealership. And somebody put in the comment section, only people that ride motorcycles know how impressive that is. And he's got a good point, because people that don't ride, which is usually people on the back, because they don't know how to ride, just because you look cool, that's enough for me. We get on the bike, we go, we don't crash. He knows what he's doing. Negative. He does not know what he's doing. It's going to work out with speed, because the bike doesn't need us at speed. So speaking of that, do we all understand what keeps these bikes up at slow speed? What keeps the bike up at slow speeds?
Power to the rear wheel.
You agree with that?
Yes.
Yes. Sufficient power to the rear wheel is going to keep this bike up. I love asking this question at the beginning, because we all know it. But when it comes time to apply it, that's when, something different happens. But see, that's where the practice comes in, because when we feel, and today is going to be the case, when you feel, oh crap today, you remember the answer to this question, power is all I need. Don't put a foot down, just do that, okay? That's all you're going to have to do. Sufficient power to the rear wheel is going to keep the bike up. It's going to help you out, all right? It always wants to stand up and go straight with power. We're good with that? Okay. 5 steps today I want you guys to follow all day before you move the motorcycle. The motorcycle's running, by the way. What's always step number 1?
Make sure the bike's in first gear.
Correct. Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. And again, I got a video coming out today at 10 o'clock. You guys can watch it later. And in this video, it's a U-turn video. And I checked myself. I mentioned it in the video. I did a U-turn. And I said, Robert, follow your own first 5 steps. I was in second gear. I felt it and I heard it. So that's why we make sure we're in first gear, because sometimes if it's in the wrong gear, second gear, I can get away with it. Third gear, and I'm trying to just start and go into the lean, it's probably not going to end well. All right? Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. Step number 2. 2.
Cover the rear brake.
Yes, cover the rear brake. Why do we cover the rear brake, John?
Just part of the 5 steps to make sure. I don't know.
Okay. So
I was going to say it's step 2.
today we're going to be slow dancing with these motorcycles, right? We're going to be graceful. We're going to have fluidity. We're going to do everything smooth, right? And so that's why we cover the rear brake, because if we need that rear brake and when our foot's off of it, you're going to smash at it. And because we're doing everything slow today, between 1 and 10 miles per hour, what we do on the bike is more important than if we're going 50 miles per hour, because the bike's going to feel everything. So imagine you're walking on a tightrope, and then I come behind you and start going like this to the rope. That's the equivalent of you smashing at the rear brake, going like this with your clutch. You shouldn't be doing this anyway. Or even manipulating your throttle blipping, right? So we cover the rear brake, meaning you rest your foot on it. All of our motorcycles, how about yours, Andy? Can you rest your foot on your rear brake without applying it? Yeah, so we can rest our foot on it without applying it. So sometimes people get confused. They hear cover, and they actually have their foot hovering. It's going to be a long day for you if you're doing that. Just rest your foot on it. You'll be fine. And when we apply pressure to the brake, we apply gentle pressure. Like, don't make the bike fight. So we know that power keeps the bike up. But when you're going at very slow speeds, power to the rear wheel, along with slight pressure on the rear brake, is going to allow you to go very slow without falling, right? It makes the bike rigid. It makes it want to be true. But when you make them fight, that means that you're in the friction zone but at the same time, you're holding the bike back with the rear brake. And I'll see it sometimes where somebody, before they move, I see the bike go down like this because they're opening up the clutch, but they're all over that rear brake. That's when you're running the clutch problems and stuff like that. So don't make them fight. That's why we cover the rear brake, so that we can apply gentle pressure when we need it. Step number 3.
Enter the friction zone.
Preload and keep it loaded. Everybody familiar with that term? Good. Preload the throttle and keep it loaded. Preload the throttle and keep it loaded. That's the most important thing, and keep it loaded. So when you preload, get it to a certain point, and once it's there, keep it there. Listen to that sound. Your goal is to keep that sound steady. Don't keep it steady at 8,000 RPMs, but you know what I mean. Keep it steady. So you should be able to, at a certain point, you're going to be able to know it's too high. Let me lower it. It's too low. Let me bring it up. Too low is what I'm more concerned about. And the bike will tell you if it's too low, well, the Indian won't, but the Harleys will. It's going to start cluck, 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 cluck. And your engine is going to be shaking. You know, you won't be able to see it, but I can always see it. It's like, your bike's telling you, I'm about to shut off. Do something about it. Help me out, right? So preload the throttle and keep it loaded. We're not robots. There's going to be fluctuation. But remember, everything that we do today, small increments of movement. That's all that's necessary. People run into problems because the movements are too big. So part of what I'm referring to is, if I'm doing something slow speed and I feel falling, if I address it as soon as I feel it, it's a small move because I'm already in the friction zone. Small move. If I wait longer, it's a bigger move. And sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes it's just, you know. And I do understand, guys, that when you're nervous or when you're tense, it's hard to be graceful. So I get that. Don't beat yourselves up. I'm not looking for perfection out here because it doesn't exist. Simple as that. And as time goes on, all of this shit's going to get smoother and smoother and smoother, to the point where you're like, oh my God, I love this motorcycle even more. And it's going to change your lens as to how you look at other motorcycle riders, because they are all around you, the duck walkers. And well, we don't talk about them badly. We don't disparage. We help them. We try to. We try to help them because, you know, I've been riding 50 years, man. I'm good. You know, they're out there. But, you know, anyway, step number 4, slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. And I find that when people don't follow these steps, that's when they run into problems. I'm talking about people that are just kind of starting doing this. Because if we slowly release the clutch into the friction zone, the motorcycle is going to take off slowly. And that's what we want, right? Well, that's what we're going to want out here. And then step number 5, pick your foot up as soon as you feel the bike moving. As soon. So I don't want to see your bike start to move and you're keeping your foot on the ground as long as possible. No, to where your heel is right at your saddlebag. As soon as the motorcycle starts to move, I want that foot up. I want you to trust and believe that when you feel that power, you can pick up your foot. That's fine. Lastly, guys, before we actually get on the bike and start doing some stuff, when you guys come to a stop today, I told you I want everything graceful. I want you coming to a smooth stop, right? Meaning I don't want to see your front suspension compressing like this. It should be a smooth stop so that your foot should come down. It should be your left foot only, should be. Either it comes down like this, bing, or it comes down in stride like this. Those are your 2 options. There are going to be times where you get something different, and that's fine. Listen, we're on 2 wheels. It's going to be times when something doesn't work out exactly the way you wanted it, and that's fine. But it shouldn't be all the time or most of the time. Like, stopping your motorcycle shouldn't be an adventure, especially since it's something that you have to do it. You have to do it constantly. But most motorcycle riders just crap. Time to stop, crap, 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 crap. So if you're bringing your motorcycle to a stop, John, or just Dave, if you're bringing your motorcycle to a stop, most of us can pull the clutch in and just coast, smooth stop. But sometimes you're going slow, so slow that your handlebars start doing like this. So that stop's not going to be as smooth. How do you deal with that?
Let the clutch out.
That's right. Go back into the friction zone, but apply rear brake at the same time. Now we're going to need more rear brake than power. So let's say 80% rear brake, 20% power. Just enough to get that bike to where you want it. And when it feels good, foot out, I'll pull a clutch in when I'm actually putting my foot down, because now I don't need the power. I'm good. Everybody clear on that? Outstanding. All right, first exercise we're going to do, guys, short starts and stops. We're going to see how fucking clear you are. Short starts and stops. Okay, so when we do this, I want you guys to stop at the cone. I don't want you to let your front wheel pass the cone. So we're actually practicing being situationally aware of where your motorcycle is. You should know where your front wheel is. You should know where your bags are, especially if you got big ass bags like Andy, right? You got to know where those things are, okay? Any questions on that? Yeah, if you guys have any questions, please ask them, okay? Because, again, there's people watching this all over the world. Oh, I forgot to ask you guys. Anybody mind? Anybody have a problem being on YouTube? Outstanding. All right, guys, so all we're doing, foot up, friction zone, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Smooth stop, head and eye straight ahead. That's what I want to see with the handlebars. I want them to work it out. Nice and easy. All right, let's do it. Nice. Nice. Good. See that head and his eyes are straight ahead, and look at his handlebars right from the start. That's what I want to see. I want him to work it out. All right, one more. Don't pass the cone. Excellent, Andy. Good go, Paul. Top that, Rich. All right. Good, good. Smooth stop. All right, you passed the cone. I don't know where that front wheel is. I know he's got that road glide. Got no idea where it is. All right, good. One more. Very good. Throttle's nice and smooth, not too high, not too low. See the handlebars? Nice. Good job, Rich. Nice smooth stop. FTC. Oh, so much better with those handlebars. Oh my God. All right, let's do it. Nice. Got the Tab Performance Pulse Prison handlebars. Tab Performance 4.5 zombie baffles. Good, one more. Good job, Finesse. And custom dynamics lights on the back with the magic strobe. All right, we got John here. All right, good job. Next cone. All right, front wheel's passing the cone. Don't pass the cone. Good. Be easy on that rear brake, John. Good, 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 good. Okay, so remember, the braking process is progressive. Right now, you're no brake, brake, and that's why the bike's going like that. Slow, 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 boom. Good, good, friction zone, friction zone. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Much better, one more. Good, good. Friction zone, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Outstanding, John, good job. So right there, as soon as I told him to do something, he made the adjustment, and the results were immediate. I love that. Nice stop. Okay, next cone, don't pass the cone. Nice. All right, take off a little bit slower. Good, 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 good. Very nice. One more. With the preload. Good, good. One more, I lied. Good, good. That's what I wanted to see. See the handlebars? Good, good, good. Good job, Dave. Video. Audio. All right, guys. Any questions on that exercise? I love the magic touch. That's what I like to call it. Meaning, I said, John, just do this. Boom, done, results. Everything's easier that way, man. So, beautiful thing. And with Dave, he was smiling when he stopped. It's almost like he knew I was going to say, start out slower, because he did one of those like, pop-out things. And that's another reason we cover the rear brake. Remember, the rear brake is for correction and control. Correction and control. So sometimes we're trying to be very delicate there. We're preloading the throttle. Like with this bike, they put a stage 3 in this bike now. And now the clutch, man, I feel like if I just do a millimeter, it wants to go, right? So if that happens in something like this, that's why I'm covering that rear brake. I can correct it right away, right? I don't want to smash at it, but sometimes you might have to smash at it. It all depends. So that's why the answer to a lot of questions is usually it depends, because circumstances are going to determine what option makes the best sense. As simple as that. All right? Okay, so good job on all of you guys. Next, we're going to do stops and starts. I'm pretty sure we're only going to have to do this once because Crystal's not here. And I'm referring to the last time we did it, his wife was here. I'm standing here waiting for her to stop. She just went right past me. I never saw a brake light come on. And to this day, I got no explanation about what happened. But it was funny, I'll tell you that much. You guys are going to go down here. You know, Andy will show you where. And you're going to ride toward me. I want you to go up to second gear. This is not emergency braking. So you don't have to be going fast. 45 miles per hour is not necessary. You could be going 20 miles per hour. The only purpose, yeah, he knows. He's still going to do it. The only purpose of this is to get you accustomed to braking with, you can brake with the front brake, obviously, because we're going above 10 miles per hour. And if you want this bike to stop, you need to use the front brake. So you can use the front brake, front and rear if you want. But as you're braking, it's getting you accustomed to downshifting, because when we're braking, especially if it's emergency braking, we need to be in the habit of downshifting. You need to be in the lowest gear just in case you need to do something. Being in sixth gear is not going to help you, right? So you downshift to first gear, front brake, front brake, front brake, front brake, front brake, and then at a certain point, you're going to transition from the front brake to the rear brake only. I've had people transition from the front brake to the rear brake way down there, right? Again, the rear brake is, to me, between 1 and 10 miles per hour. A lot of times, I won't finish off with the rear brake until I'm almost ready to stop, right? Do what makes sense to you, right? You can use the front brake even within the 1 to 10 miles per hour at that point, but finish it off rear brake only. That's all I'm saying, okay? Any questions? Oh, and then before you leave, same first five steps, preload, take off, nice and easy. What's up, Dave?
So you're just using the front brake only at speeds above 10?
Yeah, okay. Or front and rear. All depends.
Probably why I wear my rear brake pads.
Oh, you were using it going fast. Yeah. So now, I will say this, with the new CVOs, they've redone that rear brake. Like, that rear brake is actually substantial now. If I'm riding this bike or any of my other bikes and I use the rear brake at high speeds, it's a waste of time, right? Don't get me wrong, the front brake is still your ultimate stopping power. But to use the rear brake by itself, for me at least, is pointless. When I'm on the Dragon and I'm riding, I'm trail braking with the front brake. I'm not saying you can't trail brake with the rear brake, but I'd rather do it with the front brake. That's just me, right? Any other questions? Good question. All right, guys, exercise number 1, stops and starts. Who are you going at a normal speed? Park right here.
I'll do it again.
No, you're good. All right, we got Finesse the Challenger. Looking badass, man. Good job. All right, we got Rich here. I know everybody's name too. I love that. It always makes me feel better when I know everybody's name, because I'm a first name basis type of guy. I've always been that way. Nice, Rich. All right, we got John here. We actually have 2 Johns, but the other John goes by Dave, so that helps things out as well. First gear. Nice. Got some custom dynamics lights in the back of that bike too, some fillers. All right, that's 10 push-ups. Do it again. Front brake. And so the reason that happened is he's going fast. This is why I say I don't want you to go fast. Treat me like a stop sign. And you know you're going to stop here, so there's no reason to still be at a high speed. It just forces you to do stuff quicker, right? It's not impossible, but it's going to force your timing to be perfect to bring that motorcycle to a smooth stop. I don't want to dive. I don't want to see any dive. Nice and easy. I'm a stop sign. See, he's still accelerating. I'll take it. All right, before we move on to before we move on to exercise number 2, I'm going to talk to Dave. I'm going to talk to Dave about that. All right. So Dave, you got a lot of dive on that stop. Why is that?
I think it's because it's the first time I was practicing using just the front brake. Because I'm so used to using the back. Watching all the videos, I've been just concentrating on the back, and I think I need to practice that transition from front to back.
You're not the first person for me to hit blah, blah, blah. You're not the first person that I've heard say, I've been hearing rear brake so much that that's all I've been using. People, it's like it's hypnotizing them. I'm like, you got to listen to the whole sentence. Yeah. The guy that rear-ended me, my buddy, after he rear-ended my motorcycle, I keep saying rear-ended me. I got to stop saying that shit. The guy that rear-ended my motorcycle, my buddy, after he did that and he got off the ground and I got off the ground in pain, I heard his bike lock up and skid and hit me. And then he said to me, but I know you always say use the rear brake. That's the first time I wanted to punch somebody in the face in a long time, right? Because he's not going even close to 1 to 10 miles per hour. So, but no, that's not even the reason. The reason is, remember, this exercise is for you to come, every time you stop your motorcycle today, I want you stopping the way we stopped there. That's why we start with that exercise, because that exercise is key. You guys, I have a good feeling about everybody here today just based on that exercise. Anytime I do a private lesson, and people come here, oh, I just need help with U-turns. Okay, we're gonna start with that. And we wind up staying there for an hour, right? That's the start of everything, because if you're comfortable riding your motorcycle slowly like that in the friction zone, where you can bring it to a smooth takeoff and then a smooth stop without this. Because what happens is, what most motorcycle riders do is, when they feel falling, that equals time to stop. Falling, front brake. And that's why the stop is abrupt. So as you're coming out of speed, I want that same stop. The issue with you is you were going too fast. Like you were right here, still accelerating. So if I'm the stop sign and you know you're gonna stop, down the first gear, you should be braking. This is what I told John. Because initially there was no gray area in his braking. It was no brake. And that's why it was abrupt. Whereas if you apply it progressively, smooth, it's gonna be a nice, boom, nice and easy. So it was just the speed. Now, can you stop smoothly coming out of speed? Yes, but now everything has to be perfect. And you just, everything has to be perfect with your pressure that you're using on the brake and blah, blah, blah. We don't need that, okay? All right, questions? Moving on, exercise number 2, the slow ride, which most of you were pretty much doing over there. And it's kind of the same thing. The only difference over there is I'm making you stop and start and stop. Because usually once the bike starts moving, people can figure it out. But what I liked about all of you guys over there is as soon as your motorcycle started to move, your handlebars went like this. And that's what I want to see. Except that one time you took off quick. Because if you take off quick, yeah, the bike wants to go straight. Everything's easy. No. We're here to be bosses. That means we don't want the bike helping us at all. We got this. So, slow ride. I'm going to be walking aside you guys. Don't pass me. Here's what I'd like you to do. I want you to cover the rear brake, of course. But I don't want you to use it. All I want you to use today is the clutch. And I don't think I got to go over this with you guys, but I'm going to do it anyway for the sake of the camera. And all that means is, just like that exercise, because I'm telling you I don't want you to pass my walking pace, you can't be letting out too much clutch, because if you get too much speed, how are you going to slow down? I told you can't use the brake. So, as soon as you open it up and feel it move, pull it back in. And now only open it in increments when you feel like you need it. Boom, coast. I feel like I'm going to fall. Boom. You don't need a lot. Just give small increments of clutch. That's what I want you guys to do. Unprecedented. You guys are pioneers. Never asked anybody to. I ask people to do it all the time in private lessons, but that's only when I see that somebody's having an issue and it's a clutch control issue. So I'll say, okay, we got to get rid of the rear brake. I'm not seeing that today, but I just want to see you guys do it. All right? Let's do it. All right, guys, exercise number 2. Andy made a right turn. Everybody else made a right. Guess who made a left? The guy riding the Indian. And that's the challenger. All right, you ready? Let's do it. Excellent, Andy, excellent. Excellent, Andy. Walk over there. All right, ready? Let's do it. Excellent. Look at his head and his eyes. Straight ahead. He's like a statue. Come to a smooth stop. Rear brake. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. I threw that stop in there last minute. Nice. Ready? Let's do it. Foot off that brake. Foot off that brake. Good, good, good. Use the clutch, good. Come to a smooth stop. You can use it now. Beautiful, good job. Every time Rich starts, he starts turning towards my trailer. All right, right here. Nice, ready? All right, let's do it. Foot off that brake. You're good. Use the clutch. That's 10 push-ups. Use the clutch. Good. Head and eye, straight ahead. All right, come to a smooth stop. You can use the brake. Nice and easy. Hey, easy with that rear brake. All right. All right, you ready? Yep. All right, let's do it. Foot off the brake.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That's 10, 20. Talking about push-ups, by the way. Open up that clutch. Good. Pull it in, pull it in. Good, keep it in, keep it in. And when you need it, open it a little bit, then close it. Close it, good. Smooth stop. All right, easy with that rear brake. All right. All right, guys, yeah, I had to take him off camera a little bit. I almost wanted to let him do it again, but he's good. All right, we're gonna move on to exercise number 3, everybody's favorite, trust and believe. You guys trust and believe? I think they do. We're gonna find out. All right. You guys have any questions on that exercise? So I love the fact that I had to tell some of you guys, foot off the rear brake. The average rider, you don't ever have to tell them that because they don't even know they have a rear brake. Everything is the front brake, right? So what are we at? 10 push-ups here,
I did them.
30 here. You did? Damn it.
30.
Because he did the tap. He wasn't, oh yeah, he was here when I talked about that. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. Actually, no. It was 20. They're voluntary. The push-ups are voluntary. Don't worry about it. Okay, good. So, but I know for some of you guys, yeah, it felt strange to not go back to that rear brake because Rich tried to go to it too. I was like, get up that brake. And I said, every time Rich starts this exercise, he's going right for my trailer. As soon as he starts, every time. But he never hits it, so that's cool. I'm good with that. All right. So this is the exercise I know you've all been waiting for because I had another content creator, a buddy of mine, riding and wrenching. He sent me a message and he said, in his opinion, everybody should have to do this first because this is the key. He said, forget about preload and keep it loaded. This first. And I told him, well, no, we all learn differently. So you also can't forget about preload and keep it loaded because it's very important in this exercise, right? If you don't keep it loaded and you pick up your foot, you know, that's when stuff happens, okay? Anyways, everybody familiar with this exercise? Okay, good. This is trust and believe, and it's named that for a reason because you really need to trust and believe that the answer to uh-oh is opening your hand. And Dave already had an instance where he felt uh-oh and the foot went down. That's why we're here because as time goes on and you practice more, you might go like this, but your foot's not going to go down. That's you fighting that instinct and winning the battle. And eventually it's going to get to the point where it's not even a thought to do it, right? Now, I almost broke my ankle many years ago when I was in motorcycle school. They weren't teaching trust and believe, you know? I wish they were, but it's important. It's an important exercise. It's the one, out of the stuff that we're starting out with, this is the only one I'll tell you, don't do this in traffic. Like, you know, do it in a controlled environment. But everything else that we've been doing, short starts and stops, the slow ride, starts and stops and starts, you can do all of that every day while you're riding. And I see it all the time when I'm riding. Well, first of all, if I'm going on a ride and I'm leading the ride with my friends, they already know it's going to be some stuff going on in that ride. They know that if the light's red, they're already anticipating it and they're going into exercise number 2. and I look at my mirror and see everybody's handlebars going like this, and the light turns green and none of us put a foot down, I love it. And I know they do too, right? Because we look different than everybody else out there riding. Again, it's not about the looks, but it's a component of it, right? Now, I've heard several people say, hey, these guys go showing off again. Preloaders and V.I.Preloaders, we don't show off. We show out. No, I'm just kidding. We don't show off. We just ride the motorcycle the way it was designed to be ridden. And because it's such a small percentage of people that do that, that's why it looks like we're showing off. Now, I'm not going to say none of us are ever showing off. Of course, if you're good at something, you want to kind of show people. But we only do that as preloaders so that people can come up to us and we can have a conversation, and then that gets other people involved in this. The more people we can get involved in this, the better. Okay? 5 steps in this. Step number 1 is always step number 1. Just so you know, I got a cricket sign I'm going to put up on this part. Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. Yes. And again, that's important in this exercise too, because if you're in the wrong gear, which happened to me before, that's when stuff can happen. Step number 2, cover the rear brake. Step number 3, preload that throttle and keep it there. Now, I do find that when we get to step number 4, which is I want you to bring the clutch right before the sweet spot. I don't want you in the friction zone. So let it out, and when you feel it starting to move, pull it in just a tiny bit, right before it. Remember earlier I said everything we do is small increments of movements. That's why I want you right before it. So when you, step number 5 is pick up your foot without that bike moving at all. And as soon as you feel the bike starting to fall, just open up your hand into the friction zone. But then I want you to come to a smooth stop. We're going to be in control all day today. That's the goal. What's the 3 C's of Preloader Nation?
Consistency, control, and confidence.
That's right. Confidence, control, and consistency. He's dyslexic. He said them backwards. But it doesn't matter. You know, those are the 3 C's of Preloader Nation, so we're always going to be in control. So if you pick up your foot and you're able to do that part, that's great. But if you fly over to the other side of the parking lot, you get half score. No, I'm just kidding. There's no score. So remember what I told you guys. If you correct something as soon as you feel it, it's a small movement. So, yeah, I know this doesn't feel comfortable, but the more you do it, the more it will. I also don't want you to pick up your foot and just open your hand without feeling the falling. You have to feel the falling. It's the only way your brain's going to be reprogrammed to know that that's the answer to that feeling, right? If you wait longer, I don't want you to say, now I got to put my foot down. You just got to open your hand up faster and wider. You might even have to throttle it, right? So the point is, this, just so you know, the bike could be laying on the engine guard, and you could pick it up with power, right? But we're not trying to get that low. So if I've seen some people preload it, they pick up their foot, the bike is starting to fall. I hear their engine, but the bike, they're not in the friction zone enough. So that, you don't have to be in it a lot if you address it right away. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Questions? Okay, I'll demo it, and then you guys can have at it. First gear, cover the rear brake. Preload, head and eye, straight ahead. I like that sound, I'm gonna keep it there. Clutch, right there. If I see your bike moving a millimeter, I'm gonna tell you, you're moving. And you should know you're moving, you should feel it. But I know people are concentrating. Preload, clutch, foot, rear brake. So when you address it as soon as you feel it, sometimes people are like, oh, I didn't even see it. Yeah, it's not that big a deal if you address it as soon as you feel it. And when you address it, you don't have to pop it. But keep this in mind, if you pop your clutch in this exercise, as long as you still have your bike preloaded, you're gonna be fine. But what happens is people pop it, pull the clutch in, and then it stalls, right? So don't worry about a pop. That's why we're covering the rear brake. We can always correct that. Questions? All right, Andy. All right, guys, exercise number 3, trust and believe. Show them how it's done, Andy.
Good.
Excellent, exercise number 4. That's another one. Nice, straight up on the turn, straighten out, smooth stop. Oh my God, beautiful. Show them how it's done, man. Nice, finesse. All right, show them how it's done. Nice, Rich. All right, so that whole time you're making that turn, your eyes are here. And they should be there because that's the way you're going. All right, we'll get to that. All right, first gear. Covering the rear brake. Preload. Keep it loaded. All right, clutch right before the friction zone. And when you're ready, pick up that foot. Keep it loaded. Listen to that engine. All right, stop. Let's back it up. Now, did you hear that? Did you hear your bike almost stall?
Yes.
Why is that? You didn't keep it loaded. But that's what happens. When people pick up their foot, all the concentration goes away. They go like that. Preload. Keep it loaded. Give me some more. Keep it there. Listen to that sound. Clutch. Keep. See it. You heard it go down? Keep it up. Foot. Good. That's a 10. Good, good, good. Oh, that was it. That's 20. Trust and believe, John. Trust and believe. Good. Come on. Foot up. Clutch out. Smooth stop. Smooth stop. All right, give me another one. That was good. Nope, you're moving. Stop. Try it again. Make sure that bike's not moving at all. Good, good. There we go, there we go. Smooth stop. Nice, John. Good job. John's a quick learner. All right. First gear. Yep. Covering the rear brake. Preload that throttle. And keep it there. Listen to that sound. Concentrate on keeping that sound. See, you already heard it go down. Bring it back up. Keep it there. Clutch right before the friction zone. When you're ready, pick up that foot. Keep that sound there. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. It's going down.
You notice when I let the clutch out,
It's going to start going down.
right. So
That's right.
I kind of roll a little bit. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's why you got. That's why I say listen to the sound. If you feel it going down, bring it. Give me some more throttle. Good. Head and eye straight ahead. Give me some more throttle. Give me some more throttle. There we go. No, you're moving. You're moving. Bring that clutch in. You got it out too much. Preload. Foot up. Left in. Keep it loaded. Foot up. Foot up. You're moving. Smooth stop. All right, let's try that again. You were moving. Trust and believe, Dave. Good. Give me some more preload. Good. You're moving. You're moving. There we go. Foot up. Smooth stop. All right. Good job, Dave. He was moving a little bit, but again, it doesn't have to be perfect here. We're not going to get everything here, but that's something he could practice. That's why it's called trust and believe. All right. Exercise number 4, guys. Right turns, left turns from a stop. But anyway, guys, welcome to exercise number 4, right turns, left turns from a stop. Any questions on trust and believe?
I just got to work on that one a lot.
Yeah, so somebody asked me, actually some people put some comments in the comment section too, but you know, it's people not in the nation, preloader nation. They said, that's stupid. When will you ever do that? And I said, it happens all the time. In real life, in real world riding, it happens all the time. Anytime you put a foot down when you felt falling, that's when that comes in, because you should have been doing that instead of putting the foot down, right? It all ties in together, even coming to the stop. Like I said, if you feel like you're unsteady, no, we don't do that. We just do that. That's what John told me. That's all I got to do is go back into the friction zone. So all we're doing there when we feel falling is we're entering the friction zone, because we're not just opening the clutch all the way up. We're entering the friction zone. Unless, like I said, we wait long. So Dave asked a good question. He said, well, it was a good observation. He said, I noticed that as I'm opening up the clutch, I can hear my RPMs going down. Yes, because once you start opening up your clutch, now your motorcycle it's asking for power, right? So because it's asking for power, it's going to draw that power from your preload. So that's why we're always listening to that sound. If you hear it going down, give it some more. That's why I don't mind you starting at 2,000 RPMs, because once you start opening up that clutch, it's going to drop anyway. But if you start at 1,200 and it drops, cluck, cluck, cluck. And you start hearing that. When Andy was making the turn right now on my motorcycle, I heard my RPM. I heard my bike going cluck, cluck, cluck. Listen, if you ever hear, cluck, I always talk about the EKG machine. If your motorcycle's on an EKG machine, I want a flat line. If you're getting cluck, 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 this is the opposite of what an EKG usually is. We want a flat line on the motorcycle because that means it's steady or close to a flat line. But it's going like this, it's low. Your RPMs are low, okay? All right. That brings us to this. And the reason why we do this after we do that is because this has the highest failure rate. And it's because most motorcycle riders are uncomfortable between 1 and 10 miles per hour, period. But especially if they got to turn the handlebars. But it's important that you guys know that the rules don't change. Nothing changes except now we're turning. We're still using the same concepts, meaning we turn the handlebars. Man, I don't like the way this feels. I feel like I want to put this foot down. What do we do when we feel like we want to put a foot down? We give power. If you give power in this turn, you're going to be fine. You give too much power. John, what does power do to our handlebars?
Straight.
That's right. And that's when you see people do this. Or this. It all depends on when they said, oh crap, and opened up their clutch. Or they squeeze the clutch. Matter of fact, I'm going to change these cones and I'm going to get 2 of those same kind. Because when people step on these, they slide. There's no rubber or anything, right? And every now and then, people put their foot down here and they hit this cone. But see, this is another example of how we get hurt putting our feet down. Imagine putting your foot down and then your foot slides, a 900-pound motorcycle. So it's not the answer. Out of everything today, guys, I don't care if you hit a cone. You can hit cones all day today. Just don't put your foot down, all right? Okay. Now there's 8 steps to this. I haven't been going over the steps lately. I'll just go through them quickly. Make sure it's in first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload and keep it loaded. You're gonna bring your clutch right before the friction zone. No, you're gonna slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. No, I'm right. Bring the clutch right before the friction zone. Head and eyes, step number 5. And when I say head and eyes, guys, remember one of the C's is consistency. When you look, I want your eyes to be even with the horizon. Not here, not here. I'm not telling you you can never look at it, but don't be obsessed with it, right? Once you see where it is, move on with your life. Head and eyes, handlebars, and keep looking in that direction. Now here's what I also say. I do recognize that if you're not comfortable riding at very slow speeds, it's highly unlikely you're going to keep your head and your eyes up. You're going to want to keep looking down. That's just a natural instinct, all right? But we know that the bike's not going to fall as long as we provide sufficient power. And we should also know our eyes don't have anything to do with providing sufficient power. So I can keep looking in that direction as long as I'm good, right? Now, I want you guys to treat this turn like a gravel road. Like, see all that sand? I'm going to start setting it up right there. I'm kidding. I want you to act like all of this is that. And we don't want to lean even a little bit in that. And that's what I'm going to be looking for that here. Don't lean that motorcycle at all. Step number 7, slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. As soon as you feel the bike starting to move, pick up your foot. And 8, turn the handlebars, right? And when you turn them, keep them turned. Here we go again with the consistency. Because I see people doing this. And all that's doing is widening your turn. Your goal is to end up in the middle of the lane. That's the goal. It's not a big deal. Now, finesse, I got to start changing rules. That's the good thing about buying the Pursuit that I have. Now I have empathy. So I can't do follow the leader later and do an 18-foot U-turn and eliminate this poor guy. This bike can't do it. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not saying I'm not going to make an 18-foot turn, but I'm not going to eliminate you if you can't do it. If your bike can do it and you can't do it, eliminate it. That's how I have to do it. But other than finesse, if you end up this close to these cones, it's not a big deal. We'll talk about why you're there. When I practice, I'm right on this line. I stop right on the T, on the plus. You don't have to do that. It's not a competition. I'm allowing you guys to stop any place within this box. Any place. Meaning, if you're making a left turn and you feel more comfortable right here, come right here. That's a practice thing. The more you practice, you're going to realize I'm not pulling a trailer. I don't need to be back here. I don't say that to be disparaging, but I want to make a point to you. You don't need to be back here. You don't need to be all the way over here to make a right turn. You could do it right from here. The first time you guys go through here, I just want you to go straight through. Don't lean, straight through. And the key to that is being at the speed we were at right here. That's why I don't want you to take off fast there. Because then when you get here and you got to make a turn, that's not going to be advantageous for you. So if you stay at that speed as you're approaching this turn, the same speed you would do in an exercise number 2, the slow ride. If you stay at that speed, wherever you are in the friction zone, stay there. Remember I told you earlier about people changing stuff? That's what causes problems. Wherever you are in the friction zone, stay there. Wherever your preload is, keep it there. If you're using the rear brake at the same time and you're dragging it, if that pressure is working, stay there. When I make this turn, we're not pop locking out here today, right? A lot of people, they're like mechanical bulls because their foot is doing like this on the brake. The bike's going. Gradual pressure, and that's why we drag it. If you drag a rear brake, you just apply pressure and you keep that pressure. Drag. That's it. No need to do this. If you do have to do that, it's such small increments, you should barely see it. You should barely feel it, okay? So if you're going slow, just like exercise number 2, head and eyes, handlebars, turn your handlebars, keep everything the same. If you have to adjust something, it's very small. Boom, come out of it, move on with your life. Then I'm gonna have you stop. Like I said, stop wherever you want. This is the one that gets people because it's that initial takeoff. They just don't like the way that feels. Don't worry about that. We'll talk about that if we need to. And we're gonna do right, we're gonna do left. Then I'm gonna have you stop, make this turn, and stop. And we're gonna talk about bringing your motorcycle to a smooth stop coming out of a turn. Now, we're not leaning here, but coming out of a lean is what most people have problems with. I started my lean, bam, somebody came in my path. I had to lay her down. What else was I supposed to do? Yeah, for people that don't practice, they did have to lay it down because that's their only option. Practicing gives us options in the real world. If you don't practice, your option is squeeze and hope for the best. But in real life, how do I straighten that bike out? Open up the clutch, rear brake at the same time, boom, nice and easy. All right, questions? All right, 3 demos and then you guys can have at it. First time, going straight through. I want you guys to use your signal lights when you're going through as well. Let's practice it. I like that speed, Head nice. Straight up, right in the middle. Smooth stop, always. Now finesse, I want you to watch. When I make this turn, the signal lights are gonna turn off. Head nice. Put it out. Keep it loaded, Rob. Friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, rear brake, smooth. Now I'm gonna stop over there as well. That nice? Straighten out, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, rear brake, boom. So sometimes when you're making a turn and you feel like you're gonna go over on the other side, pull the clutch in. Take the power all the way away from the rear wheel. As soon as you feel it fall back to where you want it, go back in. So all these little moves, it's such a finesse. Riding, the slow speed move riding is a finesse type of thing. It just is. Not finesse the Challenger, but finesse the Challenger has the finesse and it shows. Right? Questions? Now every now and then you're gonna see somebody come in here and they're gonna be going real slow and then they're gonna fall this way. Oh, damn. First world problems. That's them trying to go real slow and every now and then it just, let me ask you this question. Dave, how much of your balance is relevant in slow speed riding? If you had to give a percentage.
100. Well, I mean, it's not the most important thing, but it certainly helps. I don't know.
So,
Maybe,
what do you say, John?
I'd say 50.
Okay. What do you think?
Your balance doesn't matter because if you're losing the bike right, it'll balance itself.
Yeah, so balance has very little to do with it because we already know what's keeping it up. We talked about it earlier. Power to the rear wheel. So power to the rear wheel, if the power's there, my balance is irrelevant. Now, if the bike's not moving at all, that's when your balance is relevant. Like you come to a complete stop and you're trying to do this kind of shit. But once this bike's moving, very little balance involved, okay? All right. Right turns first, guys. Nice. Straight up. Good job, Andy. Signal light, very good. Head nice, good. There we go. No feet down. That's all I care about. Now, I should also mention that this is the first time Finesse the Challenge is doing this practice session with the new Folsom Prison handlebars. Nice, Rich. Excellent. Yeah, you see Rich is all stretched out. Good, head nice. Look at my camera. Keep looking at it. Keep it loaded. That's 10. Keep it loaded, brother. Keep it loaded. Good job. A little bit of lean, but good job. Nice, Andy. You just didn't turn enough right away. That's all. So his handlebars don't turn as much as ours, so he can't afford to turn late. If he turns late, he's not going to make that unless he leans. Good. So you saw the speed he was going, but he slowed down to the appropriate speed. See, he gave his power too early. That's the only reason he's out there. He was good, and then he powered the bike, and it went out wide. Slow down. Good. Stay at that speed. Good. Stay at that speed. Keep it loaded. Head nice. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Ah, you're leaning. You're leaning. All right. Well, look who it is. All right, good. Straight through. Slow down. Don't lean. Straight up. Good. Head nice. Don't. You're coming out of the turn. You were good. You were good. Yeah, that was going to be his. That was going to be a perfect straight up turn. And then he came out of the. He came out of the turn. Come to a stop. All right. Straight through. Excellent, Andy. Excellent. Right in the middle. Come to a stop. Yeah, so right there, you started to turn, and you will only slightly turn. Yeah. Clearly, you can't do that with this bike. As soon as you start, turn right away. Cover that rear brake. You're good. Why are you making fake? Don't come out of it. There we go. Straight through. Straight through. You're good. He's not going to be right in the middle because his bike doesn't turn the same. All right. Straight through, Dave. All right. I'll take it. I'll take it. He caught it. Chris just showed up. That's Mrs. Finesse. Come to a stop any way you want. Oh, you feel comfortable this far up? Okay. Straight through. No lean. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Ah, yeah. Keep it loaded. Watch that foot. All right, that's another 20. So what happened right there?
I didn't keep it preloaded.
Exactly. But not only did you not keep it preloaded, you pulled the clutch in. You know, you took all the power away. Because remember, if you feel falling, not enough power. Period. There's no other way around it. Whenever somebody drops their bike out here, I always ask them, what happened? It's a rhetorical question. It's always the same answer. You squeeze the clutch in. All right? So the fact that you're leaning shows you two things. One, you can't lean unless you have enough speed, and we don't want speed. But in this case, you're leaning because you don't have enough power. The bike, it just wants to fall. All right? Keep it loaded, man. Stop wherever you want. Easy on that stop. Easy. All right. Straight through. Head nods. Look at my camera. Keep looking at it. Head nods. Look at my camera. Camera's over here. You're not looking at it at all. Yeah, start further back next time. So some people think they're ready to start close, but they're not. Chris, that's 10 push-ups. Come to a stop. You're good. Oh, all right. All right, stop babying this thing. As soon as you start moving, lock those damn handlebars. You know what you do? Open the clutch up a little bit quicker. Correct it with the rear brake, but at least that's going to get the bike so you don't have to worry about the balance. Open it up, correct it right away, turn those bars. There you go. There you go. Keep it turned. Why are you coming out of it? Oh, that was going to be perfect, right in the middle. You're good, you're good. Straight through, straight through. Right. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Good, good, good. Nice, Chris. Good to see you back.
Back to the right.
Yep. Nice. Right in the middle. Stop right there. Nice and easy. Okay, we're gonna do this together. Preload this throttle. Once this bike starts to move, John, wherever you are in the friction zone, just stay there, all right? We don't wanna be going too fast either, okay? Because if you go fast, you're gonna wanna lean. All right, let's do it. Head and eyes, look at that camera. Let's do it. Good, good, slow down, head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. There we go, coming together. Stop right here. Good. All right. Because when you're right up there, it's a lot of pressure. You got to do shit right away. Yeah. No reason for that. Right? No reason for that right now. Okay, you ready? Slowly release that clutch. Wherever you are in the friction zone, just stay there. Good, good, good. Head and eyes. Look at my camera. Come to a smooth stop right here. Good job. Left's next. Smooth stop. Left turn's next. Good. Turn it. Keep it turned. There we go. Keep it turned. Keep it turned. Straighten out. Woo! It's supposed to be stopping. There we go. Right in the middle, baby. Stop wherever you want in here. Nice. Right turn. Straight through. Straight up, no leaning, Chris.
Okay, am I stopping at the end or no
Nope,
stopping?
straight through. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. I'll take it. I'll take it. What happened there? She didn't go back into the friction zone enough, so to straighten out. Come to a smooth stop. Left turn's next. Like butter, baby. Easy on that rear brake. And Rich is known to do that. He'll like jam it. All right, it's already getting better. Let's do that again. Copy and paste. Keep it loaded. When you turn the handlebars, right now you're turning like this. That's okay. Just try to keep it turned. Keep your eyes on that camera. Let's do it. Go. Open the clutch more. That's all. Good, good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Smooth stop. I'll take it. You want me 10 push-ups from back there. Good job, man. Left turn's next. Some of these people's right turns might be better than their lefts. All right, easy on that rear brake. Come to a smooth stop. Left turn next. Good, start turning. Yeah, you're starting your turn late too. No, you can stay right there. Chris. All right, come to a smooth stop over here. Now right there, what happened? How come you didn't get out of that turn?
I was leaning clutch.
Yeah, and it's also because all you had to do was open up the clutch. With the clutch that much in, the bike stayed like that. If you open it up, boom. That's all you got to do. Head nods, look at my camera. Good. Reload. Head nice. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Rear brake. Rear brake. All right, good.
Here, right?
Yeah. You're looking at all these cones too.
Yeah, these are cones.
So, yeah. Just keep looking over there. You're fine, but you're good. All right. Now here we might see some people do a little bit better because maybe their lefts are better than their rights. Turn it, baby. Don't baby it. There we go. Beautiful. Yep, that's good. He could have been in the middle if he turned earlier and kept the turn longer. But he's good. He likes left better than rights. Nice, Rich. Right in the middle. Straight through. Good. Keep that speed. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. All right, working it out. Working it out. He's turning late too. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Head and eyes. Turn it. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. I'll take it. A little bit of lean. Just a little. Straight through. No lean. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Good, head and eyes. Keep looking, keep looking. All right, too much speed. That's the only reason that happened. All right, left turn. Nice. Yeah, that time the turn was a little late, and then when you were in the turn, you started coming out early. That's the only reason you were that far over. But man, clearly you like left better than right. Head nice. Good. Look how smooth he is. As soon as he picked up his foot, smooth as butter. And all this is small variations of exercise limit. That's right. Hold the damn turn. All right, good, good. All that is small variations of exercise number 3. All right, look at Rich, right on the line, baby. Nice, nice. Easy on that rear brake, Rich. That's what happened, it threw you that way. Saw that, guys? This is what I'm talking about when I say when you're riding at slow speeds, it doesn't take a lot to disturb the balance of the motorcycle. And he jammed that rear brake. And when the rear brake's on the right side, when the bike dove like that, it went to the right, and that's where he went. Good, stay at that speed. Stay at that speed. Good, stay at that speed, stay at that speed. Stop, good. So the last time you went through here, you're turning late. And that's why you're feeling like leaning. You're not turning until you get about right here. But you should be turning right here. The earlier you turn, not so early that your saddlebags are gonna hit this. Right? That was the only reason why you were that far out. And right now you're dealing with the small things of your clutch, you're going kind of like this, so the bike doesn't matter. Just don't put a foot down. I don't care if you hit a cone. All right, head and eyes. Good, head and eyes. Turn it, turn it. Keep it loaded, rear brake. That's 10. Good job. Nice, same thing with you. You're turning late. So you're giving yourself more pressure, and that's why you got a little bit of lean. Start turning a little early, but not so early that your bag's gonna hit this cone. All right? Keep it loaded. Head and eyes, look at my camera. Good, look at my camera. Head and eyes, slow down, slow down. Easy. You're good, you're good, you're good. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Embarrassed.
Rear brake. I don't know why you're embarrassed. This is what what happens. Have you ever picked up this bike?
Once.
Okay, good. Then you know how to do it. Why did it drop?
I don't know. I had so many things going through my head.
So it's funny.
I lost. I freaked out too quick.
Yeah. So I told John the same thing over here. I always ask everyone what happened when the bike falls. It's always the same answer. No power to the rear wheel, because we know that's what keeps it up. So if that's what keeps it up, the only way it's gonna fall in an open field like this, open lane, is if you just. So when the bike was going down, you said, "Oh crap," squeezed it in. That's all.
Right.
That's all. Nothing to be embarrassed about, man. We're V.I.Preloaders. We identify and retry. So we've already identified what happened. Uh-oh.
I don't know if I pulled it. It's tight. Alright. Damn it.
You're good. And again, that's a tip over. Not a big deal.
Yeah, but
Man, wait till you walk up.
the trust and believe is going to be in my heart, but they're all trust and believe.
That's right. All that is small variations of trust and believe. And guys, just why trust and believe is so important. It always comes in. In a situation like that, if he trusts and he believes, that bike doesn't fall. Because if he feels that feeling, he opens his hand. Nice stop, Chris. All right, straight through. Head and eyes. Don't give it too much power because that's what's pushing you out wide. Keep looking at my camera. Head and eyes. Turn it. Good, good, good. There we go. Nice. I'm looking at her husband smiling. Come to a stop, Andy. I'm looking at her husband with a Kool-Aid smile. He's proud of his wife. I love to see that. As he should be. Outstanding. Take a break. All right, man. Looking just excellent, man. The bike looks good. You look good on it. Everything looks good.
Stop.
Stopping, baby. Nice. Yeah, he loves lefts. There we go. This time you held it. Right in the middle. Outstanding, man. Take a break. All right, come to a smooth stop, Rich, and then take a break. Good, good. Keep it loaded. I'll take it. All right, smooth stop over here. Come to a smooth stop. Good, good. Keep it low, head and eyes. Turn them, keep it turned. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so look at what I'm noticing right away. When you make that turn, it looks so awkward because the bars are too low. You're like this.
I'm seeing
Yeah,
that now.
yeah, you're definitely gonna see.
I'm going to get these changed as soon
Oh,
as I get back.
absolutely. I say all the time, when people really don't know how to ride a motorcycle, the bars don't really matter. That's why you got people with shit like this. But when you actually start doing stuff like this, then you go, shit, I can't reach my clutch comfortably. Or in this case, it's all into my body.
Right.
It's gonna just change the whole way you feel about this bike. Good job, take a break. All right, come to a smooth stop and then take a break. Good, head nice. Start turning. Rear brake. Yeah, you barely turn. Smooth stop. All right, let's try it again. Come to a smooth stop over here. Turn it. That's 20. Do it again. All right, the only thing that happened there, when you started turning, you turned like this. Turn those bars. You don't.
Here, but still, I can't get the full lock or the.
Now, you don't have to fully lock them. The only reason they're going to have to do that is if you wait too late to turn. All right? Just turn it adequately based on where you are. So let's try it again. When I say turn. Good. Release that clutch. Good. Rear brake, turn. See, you're not turning. One more time. Try it again. So with you're starting, and you kind of pushing to the right a little bit, so you kind of get. So I understand.
Why am I doing that? So annoying.
Well, it happens. Sometimes when we pick up our left foot, we do it too abruptly, and it pushes us. It's not going to take a lot to push it that way because you're on two wheels. All right. Turn the handlebar slightly to the left, just slightly. Okay, that might help.
Okay.
All right. Head nudge because you're turning late too. Slowly release the clutch. Turn. Rear brake, straighten out. Friction zone, rear brake. Nice, take a break, Chris. right. When I say turn it like you mean it. But nothing crazy. Slowly release the clutch. Good. Rear brake. Head and eyes. Turn it. Open the clutch. Open the clutch. Try it again. All right. Same thing. Now that time you did turn your head and your eyes, and none of your body liked the way that felt. As soon as you turn your head and your eyes, you squeeze everything in. If you want to, look in that direction and progressively turn. I'm trying to ease it a little bit. Okay? All right, let's do that. Good, slow down, head and eyes, turn it. All right, take a break. All right, guys, so I don't want to have him doing it over and over and over again. But he can practice that on his own. Again, the goal is to find out what you need work on and work on it. And right turns and left turns from a stop. Actually, his rights look better than his lefts. All right? In any case, he's got to work on them both. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 5, the single serpentine. All right. Any questions from exercise number 4? John said something that, is key. He said, you know what? After watching that for a bunch of times, thanks, Rich. I just checked it. After watching that for a bunch of times, he said, I thought I was just going to do that, no problem. He said, but it's harder than it looks. But I let him know, don't get down on yourself. That's the highest failure rate out of everything out here. So, again, remember, guys, I didn't put these exercises in this order haphazardly. They all build on one another. So this is why this right here, the warm-up, that's important to get you comfortable starting out slowly, right? Now, of course, if you're starting out slowly and coming to a stop and you're not turning, that's not a big deal. But now we got a turn we have to do. So remember, we're on 2 wheels. And remember earlier I told you it's not going to take much to disturb the balance of the motorcycle. So with Chris would start out to make a left turn. She's starting out going right. So I told her what a lot of people usually do is they pick up this foot abruptly. I already told you it doesn't take much. So you're throwing the bike to the right. That's where the bike's going to go. Also, remember, as soon as you feel the bike start to move, pick up your foot. So if you feel the bike starting to move already, if you do that in order, the bike is already, if you're making a left turn, it's kind of going to the left already anyway because this foot was down. So if you just pick it up gently, you're good. It's almost like trust and believe. If you want to make sure that bike doesn't go to the right, kind of let it fall a little bit to the left. I mean, a very little bit. As soon as you feel that fall, exercise number 3, trust and believe. Address it as soon as you feel it. So when Finesse is making left turns, because he likes lefts better than rights, as soon as he picks up his foot, his bike is already straight up and down. And if it wasn't straight up and down, a little bit of clutch, bam. And as soon as he gets it there, stays there. And he's trying to go as slow as possible. All he's doing are small increments of trust and believe. When he feels something, he addresses it. But he's addressing it as soon as he feels it. And that's a tightrope walk. Sometimes you do that and all of a sudden, and it goes the other way. First world problems, right? But all in all, not bad at all, guys. Because it's on video. There's been some horror stories in those, particularly when I had it going this way. One guy did a Tokyo drift. I'll never forget that, man. That was awesome. So Maryland, somebody tried to run me over and, that happens. All right, now I'm facing the wrong way. So to address that other thing of some of you guys, like John and Dave, you guys, the first time he was like, I got this. That's Finesse's thing. Y'all pulled pretty much all the way to the line. Now, if you pull all the way to that line, you got to kind of have trust and believe already worked out. You're good. Because now you got to make that decision right away. And quite a few of you were either turning late or sometimes Dave was just like, screw it, I'm not turning at all. He just...
I have to turn late.
You said you have to turn late?
If I turn right at the line, I'm going to...
No. So then you're not turning late. It all depends on what you're riding. For you, no, that's not late. That's right on time.
I know.
For Finesse, he can't wait that late because the bars don't turn as much, right? Okay. But when you're first taking off, guys, I told Finesse this when he was going right because he was having that issue of. Remember, power is what keeps the bike up. So if you need the bike to stand up right away, give it a little bit more power than you need, but correct it as soon as you do that with the rear brake. So boom, right where you need to be. That just gets it up. All right? All right, exercise number 5, guys, single serpentine. Very important exercise. A lot of people think it's cool just because it looks fun. And that's why they come in here and they do it like this, or at least they try to. Right? This is not a ski slalom. It's not a 40-foot single serpentine that you do at high speeds. No. This exercise is designed to, A, get you accustomed to transitioning, not lazy transitions either because you're losing space. Transitioning, but also leaning your motorcycle. So think about this. In exercise number 4, I told you I don't want you to lean at all, which means you can't be going too fast. Now in this exercise, I don't want you straight up. I want you leaning, but I don't want you going so fast that you can't turn the handlebars. So we're leaning and turning the handlebars because remember at higher speeds, we turn just by pressing the bars. When we slow down, that's when we can start turning. But remember, the faster you go, what does it do to your handlebars? Straightens them out. So this is all about turning. So we don't want to be straight. So you see how far out my motorcycle is? Damn, Violet looks good, man. Every now and then I get a glimpse. But I want you that far from these cones. Don't hug the cones as you go down. So what I get is people go, all right, Rob, I got it. Start out wide, and then they're hugging every cone on the way down, clipping them, right? I want you to go out wide because it's going to force you to lean to make these turns. It doesn't have to be an excessive lean, right? Nice and easy. The fluidity is what I'm looking for. I might not get it today, but the more you practice this, I'll get it. Friction zone. When I do this exercise, I barely use the rear brake because the good thing about this is once I get a good speed, I can just kind of stay there in the friction zone. Boom, boom. But I'm still covering it because if I need to make a correction, like I'm coming up on this cone too quick, quick correction. It's such a slight correction, you won't see it. A lot of you guys, and I figured it would be this way, right now, your corrections are heavy. Because when you feel it, it's, oh crap, boom. Rich is still doing it. We come through a stop, it's like, boom, right? Nice and easy, guys. Trust me, that's all you have to do. And again, if you address it when you feel it, small movement, that's all you need. You guys are going to be coming this way. Keep your head and your eyes straight ahead. Look at the camera or look at me if I'm down here. Boom, boom, counterbalance. The bike is leaning, you're not. You're straight up and down. Let the bike lean underneath you. That's counterbalancing. All right? Questions? Now let me run through it. Head and eyes, straight ahead. You guys are just going to come down here and go around. You're not going to go back. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, exercise number 5, single serpentine. Andy has to go out wide because of those bags. Looking right at the camera, smiling. I guess you thought those 2 cones were there for style. Go through them. Go between those cones. Yeah. Dip it out. Dip it out. Nice, too close to that cone. Nice and wide. Head and eyes, straight ahead. Nice and wide. Take it out nice and wide. Good. Good job, John. Keep it loaded. The throttle's low. Start through those cones. That's Vanessa's fault. Nice, Rich. Yeah, give me some speed. Give me some speed. Good. Dip it. Head and eyes. Straight ahead, Chris. Good. Nice. You're good. You're good. You're good. Go ahead. Get in there. There we go. Too much speed, too much speed. And you're looking at every cone, Dave. U-turn, U-turn. There we go. Fluidity, baby. All right, stop, John, stop. Easy with that rear brake. So right from the start, you're starting hugging the first cone.
I saw it.
Yeah, so when you come through that gate, I want you to swing out wide. That's why that gate's there, is to get you to start out in that motion of swinging. All right, start it over. Nice, Rich. Swing out wide, wide. You're too close to this first cone. Wide, good, turn it. Don't turn it slow, turn it. Good, leaning. See, you're not leaning, you gotta lean. All right. Go out wide, Chris, you're hugging that cone. Nice and wide, good. There we go, turn it. Good, turn it. Good, turn it. Keep it loaded. There we go, good job. Yeah, she doesn't have any saddlebags, but I still don't want her hugging the cones. Yeah, and I saw that. He's transitioning slowly. And that's why he's right on top of the cone in front of him. Nice and wide. Good. Turn it. Good. Turn it. Turn it. Yeah, you got to turn faster. Turn it. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. There we go. It's not about speed. Well, it is. Finesse, U-turns. U-turns next, Rich. Okay, so you're going a little bit too fast. That's why it's harder for you to turn. This is one of those in-between things. So again, if you see you're coming up to that second cone quick, a little bit of brake, but give me some more lean. Stay nice and wide. Okay? All right, let's try it. Start out wide, stay wide. Dip it out, turn. Slow down. Good, dip it in. Keep the speed up, dip it in. Keep the speed up, dip it in. Dip it in. Yeah, he's kind of straight up. All right. Finesse. Go again. It's up to you, either way. Nice and wide, Chris. Good. Good, keep the speed up, lean it in. Good, lean it in. Lean it in, good, lean it in. Keep it loaded, lean it in. That's 10. 10 push-ups for finesse. No, go ahead, straight in. Good, dip it in, dip it in. You want to be close to that for good, dip it back. Good, here we go, dip it back. Good, dip it back. Dip it back. Dip it back. There we go. That's what I like to see. Joe, Dave, next exercise. Dip it. Good, dip it. Turn it. There we go, turn it. Turn it. There we go. Now you can go over there. Good, turn it. Slow down, slow down. Good. See, you're not leaning. You got to lean more. Good, dip it in, turn, turn. Turn it like you mean it, Chris, turn it. Good, turn it. There we go, turn it. Turn it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, guys. All right, we're gonna move on to exercise number 60, infamous U-turn. So John said something that's key. He said, I keep forgetting to keep it loaded. So much to think about. I understand exactly what he's talking about. Right? You guys got to understand. I lived all of this shit. And it didn't matter what they said, how many times they said, how much they yelled. It just wasn't getting through. But that epiphany moment is waiting for you. It's going to come. It's going to come with time. That's the beauty of this. It's inevitable, right? If you are actually dedicated to it, because this is not rocket science. It's motor skills. That's all it is, and being able to put stuff together. A lot of the times when I talk about people coming to a smooth stop on their motorcycle, aside from just technique, it's lack of coordination, doing stuff out of order, doing more of something than necessary. And when John was going through the single serpentine, yeah, he almost had the bike almost shut off. And foot came out, it was another 10 push-ups. But I like the fact that, I want you guys to know, I'm always going to tell you, don't beat yourselves up. This is the first day out here for some of you, right? And I tell people all the time, you're frustrated? How often do you practice? Never. You haven't earned the right to be frustrated. You're where you should be based on your practice. So don't worry about that. It's already coming together. I don't know if you see it, but I do. Questions? Yeah. Dave, I definitely want you to practice on that. A lot of you guys, like at one point, Finesse thought he was riding a Harley because he was barely turning the handlebars. I'm like, nah, dude, that ain't gonna work. And he didn't make it, right? You have to turn these handlebars with a purpose. Boom, boom, boom. If you turn them like this, it ain't gonna happen, especially if you're going kind of fast, all right? All right, that brings us to exercise number 6, the infamous U-turn. Chris is already warming up for it, showing up Finesse, because Finesse tried to do that on that same bike, and he ended up on his ass. Was that the figure 8? Figure 8 ain't nothing but a U-turn, man. Again, we don't laugh at anybody out here. We're just having fun because that's my boy. But, okay, guys, same things apply here. And what I'm talking about is the same things we were talking about. Being in the friction zone, finding a good spot, staying there. And when you start this U-turn, don't change a bunch of things unless you feel something that needs to be changed. All right, 27 feet, guys. That's what you have here. This portion, this is for Andy and Rich. Well, no, Rich usually goes out here and does it. And that's an option. There's no pressure here. I tell you guys all the time, this U-turn is excessive. It's not necessary, right? But if you want to try it without worrying about the cones, just pass this line. Try it right here. If you don't make it, no big deal. That's where the normal people are anyway, right? Well, to be honest with you, this is 2% of the motorcycle population. Shit, this might be 15. And the rest are over there. Because most people can't make U-turns. Watch my video when you get home that came out today. It's talking about this subject. Okay, so as you guys come in here, we're going to start with left U-turns. On your approach, get to an appropriate speed. Now, clearly, the slow ride is too slow for a U-turn because now I want lean. Nothing excessive, right? I want you to give me 50% lean, 50% handlebar turn. That's all I need, 50 of each, and you're going to be golden in here. So once your speed's appropriate, Dave, what comes first, head and eyes or handlebars?
Head and eyes.
That's right. Then why haven't you been giving it to me? I'm just kidding. All right.
Bright orange distraction.
Mesmerized.
Yes. Head and eyes. I want you to look at my camera. Now, if you have some type of mobility issues where you can't turn your head that far, then what I want you to do is look at the tree. Look as far as you can over your shoulder. Because as you progress in the turn, eventually your eyes are going to find the camera anyway, because that's where you're going, right? Commit to the lean right away. Right away. And that's how we get our space robbed. The apprehension to lean the motorcycle. So as people pull in here, head and eyes, handlebars. They give me a slight handlebar turn. The bike's barely leaned. I'm talking about up here. And then they look at these cones and go, oh crap, I'm not going to make it. And then they lean. So I'm always standing here. I'm looking at your motorcycle. And when you start the turn, I'm looking at the light under your motorcycle. And what I often see is I see this much light. And then when they look over there, then I see the light go down. When it should be head and eyes, handlebars. Boom. And then just stay there. Not this. No. Boom. Just stay there. And when you come out of the U-turn, guys, I want you coming out straight. I don't want you facing this way. I don't want you facing this way. And that's including you guys in here. Don't make a U-turn here. Go for the 18 feet. go way beyond it and then swoop back in here. That shit don't count, right? If you're over there, stay over there. I want you to, that's about being in control too. Like, because I'm letting you know, I want you to stop straight. If you stop facing this way, we're gonna have a conversation about that. Or if you stop facing that way, we're gonna talk about that. What happened there? If you don't know what happened, we're gonna talk about it, because that's how we're gonna learn, by actually knowing what the hell I did or didn't do, okay? All right, when you turn your head and your eyes, turn your handlebars, again, if you need the rear brake, use it, but use it gingerly. What I also find is people get to the top of the U-turn and they just slow down. Now they're straight up because they don't like the way it feels. Trust and believe. If you have power going to that rear wheel, as you're approaching, if you're going at the appropriate speed, between 8 and 10 miles per hour, the bike's not gonna fall, period. Again, we're not doing a lot of leaning, nothing excessive in here, all right? Questions? All right, let me run through it. We're gonna make a left U-turn, then we're gonna stop, turn and stop. No, I'm sorry, then we're gonna stop and make a U-turn, then we're gonna stop, make the U-turn, and stop. And then we're gonna do the same thing going right. So that's speed already, that's good for me. Head and eyes, handlebars. And again, I don't want a momentum U-turn. I want the friction zone pulling you through that U-turn. Next is a stop. Head and eyes. Boom. Any questions? And then once we finish left, we'll go right. Again, you don't have to do it here, obviously, and when you make the left turn from a stop, you don't have to turn right there. You can go straight first and then make the turn. Okay? Nothing crazy here. All right. Nice. Like butter, baby, like butter. Head and eyes, good. Nice head and eyes, John, nice head and eyes. Nice, Chris, get those head and eyes up. But nice. Head and eyes, look over your shoulder. Look over your shoulder. You gotta turn that head, man, you gotta turn that head. And when he got to the top of the U-turn, he slowed down. So we barely have lean. We don't have a lot of handlebar turn. And no head and eyes. Nice, Rich. All right, U-turn. Nice, Andy. Nice, finesse. Why are you stopping? All right, U-turn straight through. Good, good, good correction, good correction. There we go. Straight through, straight through, straight through. Yes, no, not over there, straight through. Looking good, Chris, head and eyes. Good, head and eyes, look at me, look at me. You're still not looking at me, but I'll take it. The glasses don't fool me. Straight through, straight through, straight through, straight through. Head and eyes, lean it over. Head it up. Look at me. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Turn it. Turn it. Turn it. Yeah, you're not turning the bars enough. All right, straight through. Nice. All right, come to a smooth stop. I'll take it. Don't stop at those handlebars. Turn. Right turn's next. Come to a smooth stop. Man, looking good. Woo-wee! That's what I'm talking about. All right, that was good. A little bit too much power. It was pushing you out wide. You felt that. You corrected it with the rear brake. And you get a little like this with the handlebar. Right back in there. Let's do that again. Come to a smooth stop. Good. There we go. What happened to the stop? All right, come to a smooth stop. I can still see you now looking at me when I'm saying it. Those glasses don't fool me. Keep it loaded. Head nice. Good, good, good. Smooth stop. Nice, Chris. Straight through. Good. Slow down, slow down, slow down. All right, head nice. Turn it. Lean it over. Head nice. Lean it, lean it. Good. There we go. Just going too fast before. All right, come to a smooth stop. Nice. All right, right turns now. Looking good. Nice, Andy. Oh my God, beautiful. Straight through. Yeah, you like rights better than lefts. Keep it good, good. Keep your speed up, keep your speed up. There we go, easy, rear brake, too much speed, too much speed. Remember, I don't want momentum, I want the friction zone pulling you through. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Head and eyes, look over your shoulder. Turn the wheels, turn it, turn it. Yeah, you line the line. We got to work on that. I'm giving you 27 feet, but I really want 24. Got to lean that bike over, got to slow down, got to turn those handlebars. Straight through. You're confusing people. Straight through. Stop. All right, straight through. Stop. All right, straight through. Good, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good job, Chris. All right, straight through. Watch the speed. Good, keep it loaded. Good, good. There we go, there we go. There we go. Trust and believe, baby. That was the moment right there. Fighting the instinct and winning the battle. The foot came out, but it didn't go down. Turn the wheels. Turn it. Turn it. Good. Good. There we go. Much better. All right. Straight through. Woo! What the hell? Where the hell did I come from? Come to a stop. All right, take a break. I pulled this camera out for you. You look so badass making that U-turn. I said, I gotta get, you know, you'll see. All right, good correction, good correction. Take a break. All right, come to a smooth stop, Chris. Then you can take a break. Good, keep it loaded. That's 10. So that last turn, dude, you were like an 18-foot U-turn. I don't know what the hell happened. Those bars went all the way. And it spooked you a little bit. That's why the foot came down, but it didn't. It came out. It didn't go down. Good job, man. All right, come to a smooth stop. Good, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good, good, good. There we go. Smooth stop. Watch how much better that U-turn's gonna get when you change these bars. That looks good, man. You can take a break. 10-4, man. Good, good. Stay at that speed. No, keep going. No, yeah, you can do it from here. That's fine. Your problem right now is too much speed, and then when you're barely turning, barely leaning, not looking over your shoulders. Just give me a little bit of each of them, you'll be fine. Good, head and eyes, lean it over, lean it over, lean it over, head and eyes, head and eyes. Yeah, all right, come to a smooth stop. All right, you just gotta get a little bit more comfortable with the lean. Right now you're apprehensive. All right, take a break. But he can still make a U-turn out in the real world. There's plenty of space. All right, come to a smooth stop. Nice job, take a break. But like the video I did on the 24th, obviously you can't make a 24-foot turn out in the real world, which is a country road. All right, that was just a memory glitch. Stay in the friction zone, Chris. Enough. Where's my stop? You and stopping don't go together. That's another 10. And it's a front brake stop. Another 10. Finesse, she's up to 50 push-ups, just letting you know. Good. Keep it loaded. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Smooth stop. So when you're in the top of that turn, no, it's not terrible. If you when you're in the top of that turn, I hear boom, 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 boom. So you're changing stuff. Do it again. Head nice, Chris. All right, wherever you are when you start, stay there. Listen to that sound. Good. Lean it over. Keep it there, keep it there, keep it there, keep it there. There we go. You just don't like to stop, I'm telling you. She don't like to stop. That's her MO. You don't know what I'm talking about. Check out the practice session I'm putting up here on the card, where she just went right past me in exercise number 2. I'm sorry, exercise number 1. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 7, figure 8. Hey, Rich, your bike is on. That's a cool headlight, but it's on. Finesse took care of Mrs. Finesse. He walked by. He left the bike on, baby. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Any questions on the U-turns? You guys are looking good. Remember, I don't want a momentum U-turn. I don't want you going in there fast and swooping through it. I want the friction zone pulling you through it. You don't need a lot of speed at all to make a U-turn on the motorcycle. All right. Join me in the octagon. Or the rectangle. It's definitely not a square. It's an entrance to walk through. It's okay. Okay. I don't think anybody's going to have too much of a problem here. Maybe Dave, because we're dealing with the same width, right? We have 46 feet of length. So when you guys come in here, the same rules for the U-turn apply. The only difference now is we're going to be doing a transition, but we just did transitions in exercise number 5. So we already know we can't be doing lazy transitions. So now you guys remember a long time ago when Chris made a right turn and stayed in the turn? You guys remember that? Check the video. That's what I want you to do here. I want you to come here, come right here. If you need all of this space, I want you to use every inch of it. If you don't need it, no problem. But keep in mind, if you start this turn early, whatever you give up here, you're gonna make up for it down there. When you make this turn, head and eyes, handlebars. Damn, I keep forgetting to put my green cones over here. All right. If you come all the way up to the top, boom, you're using all of your space. But let's suppose you start your turn too early over there. Whatever you give up over there, you have to make up over here. So when you make this turn, guys, head and eyes, handlebars. The green cone's gonna be over there when he brings it. Hold this turn. I want you to look at that cone until you get to the 12 o'clock spot. And then I want you to look at the cone that's over here. And I want you to hold this turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Don't start coming out here. That's what people think. I got to go to that corner. No. After you go to that corner, now you're just going to this side. I want you to hold it until the motorcycle is facing this way. Thanks, Andy. How can you not love that guy? So I'm looking at that green cone right there. And when I get to the 12 o'clock spot, now I'm going to look here. Hold it. Hold it. Your goal is to punch your front wheel to that cone. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Now you can start transitioning, because now if you do it this way, look at all the room you have versus if you came like this. This is tight as hell. Not impossible, but we want to work smarter, not harder. Or as they say in Massachusetts, smarter, not harder. So same thing. Head and eyes, handlebars. Use all of this space, hold this turn. You're going to be looking at that cone. When you get to the 12 o'clock spot, then you're going to point your eyes at that cone and you're going to go for it. So again, you're going to the same side. Hold this turn, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Now don't hold it too long and then wait too late to transition, because now you're going to go past here. And if you do it too early, you're taking away space, okay? You're going to do that twice, and then that's your exit. If it's clean, you get a ka-ching. I felt so bad when Finesse finished, and he was like, I was like, nah, man, you put a foot down. Ah! You know, you got to earn that ka-ching. Oh, yeah, that's true. He dropped a bike and thought he was getting a ka-ching. I forgot it wasn't even a foot down. Any questions on this? I'm going to run through it to show you guys, because some people look at this and they go, I don't know what you just said. Oh, I get that. All right, let me run through it. Head nice, look at that cone, hold it. Look at that cone, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Head nice, hold it, hold it. Head nice, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Turning like an Indian going right. That's it. Nice, Andy. FTC, Finesse the Challenger. Nice, you're good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. I hear the chug-a-lug, the Indian chug-a-lug. Very nice, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good job. There we go. There we go. He's just making my editing job harder. Now I gotta sync the ka-ching with his hand. Good. Good. Give me a little more speed, a little more. Head nice, Chris, over here. Keep it loaded. Come on, come on, come on. Transition. Keep it loaded. That's 10. Finesse, that's another 10. Come on. Good, 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 good. All right. Good. Hold that turn. Hold it. Come to me. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. There we go. Keep it loaded. That's 10. Keep it loaded. Keep going. Keep going. Head and eyes. Look at me. Come to me. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Turn it like you mean it. There we go. Keep it loaded. Good. Hold that turn. Good. Good. Hold it. Transition. Transition. You're good. You're good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Open up the clutch. Open up the clutch. Not bad at all. Good, you turned early. Hold that turn, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Got to go a little bit easier on that rear brake, but his speed has to be enough where he can lean that bike and do it in the friction zone. Good job. One more time, Andy, one more time. Exercise number 8 next.
Brakeless.
Nice. Very nice. Keep it loaded. Now Finesse, he has to use pretty much all of his space too with this bike because the handlebars don't turn as much. But he's good. Like I see right here, he started early, but he just leaned on that side. Excellent. Too early. Too early. You did it too early. That's what I mean by him messing up my editing. You can't do it right here. You got to be right at the cones. Good. A little bit more speed. A little bit more speed. Good. Head nice. Keep the bars turned. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Head nice. Look over your shoulder. Look at me. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Easy. Transition. Good. Keep it loaded. You're doing good. You're doing good. Head nice. Look over your shoulder. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Keep it loaded. Oh, damn. Finesse. That's another 10. Good, hold that turn. Good, hold the turn. Good, good, good head and eyes. Transition. Good head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Ah! Keep it loaded, brother. Keep it loaded. Stay in the friction zone and keep it there. Good, good. Hold that turn. Hold it, hold it. Transition. Keep it loaded. Good. Look at the exit. Go for it. Good job, man. Love the congratulatory horn honking. I love it. All right, here's what I want you to do. Forget about trying to do the second turn. I want you to do the first turn. Hold that turn, hold it. I want you on this side of the green cone. And I want you to stop right here. Okay? Do that. Good, come on. Hold that turn, hold it, 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 stop. Don't stop at the handlebars turn. All right, shut the bike off. All right, we got two things going on here. When you're making the U-turns, you are line to line, like 27 feet, 26 and 0.95, whatever. Right here, you're starting this turn from here and still making this turn. We're in the same width, but for some reason now, your turn is so much tighter, right? So I need you to walk away knowing that. I'm saying to myself, you can't make 24-foot turns, but you're starting early and making a 24-foot turn. So good job.
All right. Thank you.
Good job.
Keep on.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what John and I were talking about. It's like we can watch 1,000 videos.
That's
They
right.
don't do us no good until
They
we
don't.
get out here.
That's right. You gotta practice, man. Whole new perspective. Chris, this is just clutch control with you. Set it and forget it. All right. Nice, nice correction. If you held that turn long. Very nice. I'm gonna rate myself a 4 with these bars. Get the hell out of here. Good, head nice. Keep the speed up, good. Head nice, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. You're waiting too late to transition, that's what's going on. Good, hold that turn, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. Chris, counterbalance. If you guys notice, she's turning and she's leaning with the turn. Counterbalance, you're leaning with the bike. Good, hold that turn. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold, transition. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good, good, head and eyes. Look at the green cone. Going a little fast, transition. Good, hold that turn, you're good, you're good. Here we go, you're good. Oh, man. All right, guys, we're gonna move on. Oh, you wanna go again? All right, let's go again. Good. Hold that turn. Hold that turn. Hold that turn. Keep it loaded, baby. That's a clutch. Keep that clutch out. Start over, John. Start over. What are you doing back here? It's over for you. John, it's just adding up. That's 60, 70. Good. Stay in the friction zone right there. Hold the turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Good. Stay in the friction zone right there. Don't change anything. Keep it loaded. Here your throttle is low. Hold the turn. Hold the turn. Hold the turn. Hold the turn. Ah. All right. Okay, good. All right, guys. Oh, hold up. She wants to do it without me there. Okay. Guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 8. The offset double serpentine, but first we're going to watch Chris. She motioned me out of the way. She was like, get the hell out of the way. So guys, Chris did this off camera. She did the figure 8 off camera, allegedly. I didn't see it, but I know she did. We can't take your word. A husband will never be compelled to testify against his wife. But I heard all the horns honking, so I knew that she did it. So big shout out to Chris for doing that figure 8. Man, I wish I would have saw it. I mean, you were there twice, but then little tap. I think she's just messing with her husband, trying to get his chest a little bigger. I don't know. All right, guys, any questions on that figure 8? So this is what I mean when I say we all learn differently. And some of us learn backwards. Like I'll come out here and say, hey, you couldn't do this exercise, so there's no way you could do the next one. And somebody will prove me wrong. So Dave, I told him, Dave was making, when we were making U-turns, he's lined the line every U-turn, using all 27 feet. We get in this figure 8, and the first turn that he goes in to make, he's way off of the line. So if I think how he was doing the U-turns, that means he ain't gonna make it. Right in there, it makes it easily. So I let him know. That's why it's good to watch these videos too when you go home and you see, oh my gosh, because you're gonna hear me saying stuff too that you don't hear out here. But it's an excellent learning tool to actually be able to watch yourself do this and hear me curse you out behind your back. I'm just kidding. All right, moving on, guys. Exercise number 8, the offset double serpentine. This exercise is very similar to what we just did. And if you notice, Dave, the reason I told Dave to go around, hold it, and just come to that green cone. Because if I can get him to do that and be on the left side of the green cone, that's half the battle. If he's way over here, he ain't making that next turn. He's just not, right? So we one step at a time, one step at a time. So here, you notice my bike is facing this way because Andy parked it that way, and he's been drinking water. But this is a good way to enter this. There's a gate here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gates. The green cones are just in case this is too tight. And in that case, you wouldn't go through the gate, you go around the green cones. Not way around. Like if you're gonna go around this green cone, don't go past the next line. If you're gonna go around that green cone, don't go past the next line. Actually, over here, if you go past the line, it's gonna make you pay, because there's nothing but sand over here beyond that line. And all we're doing is going through the cones. Questions? All right, let's do it. No. Okay. When you come through here, I don't want you to go straight for this gate, because that's gonna be a hell of a turn. And even if you make that turn, you're gonna go past that white line, and you're gonna be so far out that you ain't gonna make this next turn. So this is all about exercise number 5, transitions, holding it. You already heard me saying hold it in there. As soon as you come through this gate, and this is the angle you should come through because it makes it easier, treat this like exercise number 5. Dip the motorcycle this way. You're going away from that gate. Come as far over as you want, but not too far where you're going to go over that line. Head and eyes. John, I don't know what happened with John, man, but his head and eyes all of a sudden are spectacular. I mean, he's one step away from the Exorcist, because he's like, beautiful. But ever since he started doing that, his U-turns are like, because his handlebars are going like this too, right? So it makes a difference. It really does. Head and eyes, handlebars. And when you go through this gate, I want you to favor the outside cone. Hold this turn. When you get right here, head and eyes, look at the gate you came from and go to it. Hold the turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Until your motorcycle is facing that gate. Head and eyes, handlebars. Figure eights. That's all we're doing again. Hold this turn, favor the outside cone. Hold it. Hold it. Soon as you get here, head and eyes, look at the gate you came from. Go for it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. When your front wheel is facing there, head and eyes. Transition. Favor the outside cone. That's all it is. At no time are your handlebars straight in this exercise. Uh-oh, supervisor. At no time are your handlebars straight in this exercise. Okay? Questions? I'm going to run through it. See the cone? Dip it. Transition. Favor the outside cone. Head and eyes. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Head and eyes. Hold it. Hold it. Head and eyes. Transition. Favor the outside cone. Transition. Transition. You guys are not going to come back. I'm just coming back showing you how it looked going straight to the gate. So much more work, especially with this heavy ass motorcycle. Questions? All right, let's do it. Nice finesse. Very nice. So right here, finesse, if he leans a little bit more, because right now he's beyond, see, he's beyond the next gate, and he's not going to make that. So he's got to lean a little bit more, just a little. Again, first time for him going through there with the new bars. Good. Nice. There we go. Remember, favor the outside cone. There we go. Beautiful. Dip it in. Good. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Good. Favor the outside cone. There we go. See, it's all about clutch control too. Right now his bike's doing a lot of popping and jumping. Right there, foot down, foot down. That's another 20. That's just clutch control. He's not in the friction zone enough. So as he leaves this first gate, if he's doing that successfully, that means wherever he is in the friction zone, that's a good spot. Just stay there. If you're gonna have variations of it, shouldn't be a lot of it. See, he didn't dip that enough. So I'm gonna have him use the green cones. That's right, don't lean in the sand patch. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Start over, start over, start over. Keep it loaded. All right, let's do it. Dip it in, dip it in. Transition. Hold that turn. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Keep it loaded. Hold it, hold it, hold it. See, you're right on top of the gates now. Right from the start. Start over, Chris. Dave and Chris. The issue is, this first turn, it's screwed right from the start. If you don't really dip this over, already it's going to start tightening up on you. Chris, when you dipped right here and you came to this turn like this. If you're approaching this like this is no good. You should be approaching it like this. So you got to go all the way over. Finesse, You got to lean that bike a little bit more. That's the reason why you couldn't make those turns. That's one of the reasons. It's the main reason. So, you know, show me who's the boss, man. It's been long enough, man. Y'all married now. You're not anymore. You're not just You're married now. So, I'm not talking, talk about the bike. All right. Yeah, so you stop pussyfooting around, man. Let's lean that bad boy over. All right? As soon as you go through, dip it. Good. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. There we go. Do the same thing. Hold it. Hold it. Oh! She don't like to get out of turns, man. Come on, Andy. Last time. Very nice. So Chris, when that happens to you, when you get stuck in the turn, why is that happening? When you get stuck in these turns, Chris, why is that happening? There you go. Because when you open it, it wants to stand up. All right, let's go, Finesse. Good, there we go. Turn it, baby. Good, hold that turn, hold it, transition. You gotta transition quicker than that. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good, here we go. Now we're cooking with grease. Hold it, transition. Ah. Transition is slow. Show her who's the boss. Hey Dave, when you go, I want you to use the green cones. Okay. Meaning when you start, you're gonna start right here. And then go around and go around that green. Same thing though, still want you to dip, go left. Oh. Dip it, good. Hold that turn, come over here, hold it, transition. Good. Do it the same way, keep it loaded. Good. Stay in the friction zone the same way. See, he didn't hold that one. So this one's tighter. And then this next one's even tighter. Oh, damn it. Foot down, it's another 10. And that's a result of not holding that second turn. Straight through here. Dip it. Around this cone. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Slow down, transition. Go around the green cone. Stay out of the sand, see? Good. Hold that turn. Hold it. Transition. Good. Head and eyes. Look over your shoulder. Hold that turn. Hold it. Transition. Turn it. Lean it. You're over the other line. Hold that turn. Hold it. Transition. Oh, too early. Okay. All right. Come on, Chris. Lean it in. Lean it over. Good. Head and eyes. Hold that turn. Hold it. Transition. You gotta hold these turns. You gotta hold it. See, you're right on top of the next gate. If you're not holding the turn, that's why. Work it out. Keep it loaded. Woo! Friction zone. Stay in that box. Stay in that friction zone. Andy, 9. Here we go. We're almost there. All right, one more. Woo! That That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 9, the Abominable Snowman. Yes, the Abominable Snowman is back. No, I want you to do this again. Green cones. Hold that turn, hold it, transition. Slow down. Good, hold that turn, hold it, hold it, hold it. I didn't, transition, there we go. Good, hold that turn. Hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. Slow down. Good, the faster you go, the wider you go. Hold it, transition. There we go. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Hold that turn, hold it, transition. There we go. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 9 for real now. Abominable Snowman. Let me go say hi to my bride first. Say hi to Preloader Nation.
Hi, Preloader Nation.
Welcome to the final numbered exercise. This is the Abominable Snowman. It's not abominable for everybody. We have 4 circles here. We're standing in the first one. It's 27 feet. Keep in mind, a circle's tighter than a box. I'm doing 18-foot turns on that motorcycle, no problem. But I get up in there and I can't do it. So I'm gonna definitely have to get that taken care of. But 27 feet, 25 feet, 22 feet, 18 feet. There's no pressure to do anything more than what you can come in here, do a circle, and go right back out. That's fine. But I do ask you, if you do it one way, come back in and do it the other way. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it twice. We're gonna go one way the first time, second way the second time. We might do it again depending on, because I know people don't like to leave on a certain, that's why I was like, John, you wanna go again? Yeah, I wanna go again, because you don't wanna leave like that. The green cones just separate the circles. That's all they're there for, all right? So remember that hold it thing you heard me doing? That's all this is. Come in here. See where Oscar's standing? Disregard that. Come right here. Put your front wheel right here. If you're riding the road glide, in the vicinity of here, you have no clue. Oh, and a pursuit. You have no clue. Put your wheel in the vicinity of here. Hug these 2 cones. And then commit. Placement, hug them, commit. That's what you're doing. Remember, we're in a circle. So if you put your wheel in the perfect spot here and and commit from here, whatever you give up there, you're gonna have to make up right there. And you probably can get away with it in 27 feet, but the most you go up, that's not gonna happen. So especially if you're riding that that pursuit. So placement, hug them. You should be hugging these cones. I told you I didn't want you to hug those cones. They don't like it. These cones, they love it. Hug these 2 cones, only these 2. Now commit to your lean and hold the turn. Hold it, nothing extreme. Hold it, watch your speed. That's what you were doing, Dave. You were going a little bit too fast. Now I kept telling you speed. Speed's always gonna push you out wider. We don't need that. You can go around twice if you want. If you're gonna go to the next one, 25 feet, come through here. You don't have to, some people are hitting this cone trying to get over here as much as possible. Your back wheel is always gonna be tighter than your front wheel. So, you can come at this angle. Placement, hug them, and when you get to the top, commit. Hold this turn, look over your shoulder. If this is the furthest that you're gonna go back into the 27 foot and go out. That's your entrance and your exit, period. You're not, unless you mess up and you go out on the side. And if you want to keep going up, and so on and so forth, that's the exercise. Right? No pressure. Again, if you stay in here, that's fine. Questions? I'm going to run through it. Placement, hug them, commit. All the way at the top, commit. So on and so forth. All right, Andy, let's do it. Yeah, it's bothering me that I'm not able to do it right. I'm gonna have to definitely get that straightened out. I don't want to be grinding this bike into the ground just to make a U-turn on it unnecessarily. Just got to get those wires moved around. First world problems. Nice, Andy. All right, so just in case you guys didn't know, Finesse's challenge today, oh, coincidentally, he's Finesse the Challenger. His challenge today is that 22-foot box. He's never done it on this motorcycle. Good, lean it over, lean it over, lean it over. There we go. Too early, too early. Yeah, too early. Come deeper in. Next. I think Rich might end up in this 18-foot circle. All the way over. Hug him. Commit. 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 I knew he was coming up here. I'm going to tell Rich he's not allowed to move to Texas until he does this. Head and eyes, Chris, head and eyes. Way too early on that one, way too early. Yeah, you started to turn too early, that's all. Chris is having a fit. She's hard on herself. Next time I'll stand over there. Good, hold that turn, hold it. All the way over, all the way over, all the way over. Good. Hug those two cones. Hug them. All right, commit. Good. You're good. Ah, you were good. All the way over, all the way over. Hug these two cones. Commit, commit, lean it. No. Don't even try that one. No need knocking over cones unnecessarily. Who's up? Andy? You going again? Chris, you just started that turn early, that's all. That second turn you just started. You were like this far off the cones. Finesse, let's go, man. 22 feet. Too early, too early. Because you can't see shit, I know. All the way over. All the way over. All right, turn it. Lean it. There we go. Lean it. Slow down, slow down. Too much speed, too much speed. But you had it. All about the wheel placement. That time his wheel placement was good. And that's what kept him in that circle. All he had to do was maintain his speed. But you know, sometimes people get scared and they go, oh, I need to add speed. All right, Warriors, let's keep in mind, because right there, Finesse's issue was wheel placement, because just like the road guy, he can't see shit. So he's way off the cone. But when he got into the 22-foot box, I said all the way over, all the way over. His wheel placement was perfect. Now I told him to lean. Once he started leaning, he said, I don't like the way this shit feels. Open up the clutch, introduce speed, push them out. listen, the speed that you're going, you don't, remember, I show you guys all the time. If you need me to show you, I'll show you now. By me making a turn and just leaning the boards on the ground and going at a very slow speed. You don't need you don't need speed. You just need to keep what you have, maintain it, don't change it. That was it, man. So now I know you could do it, all right? Just don't get the pucker effect at the end, all right? Chris, you going? All right, I'm gonna be here with you. Which way you going? Which way you going? Good, hold that turn. Look over your shoulder. Good, good, just hold it. Just hold it. Good, all the way over, Chris, all the way over. Hug those 2 cones. All right, commit. Keep the speed up, keep the speed up. Keep your What happened there?
I went in, I leaned too far, I didn't release the clutch enough.
You did not lean too far. You just pulled the clutch.
Actually, what really happened there was she didn't keep it loaded. Let's watch it again, and you're going to hear when the bike just stalls out. If you hear that sound, the throttle's too low.
Keep the speed up. Keep your now. You going again? So yeah, there are times, guys, when leaning the bike beyond its lean limits could be a contributing factor or the reason, but that wasn't the case there. She pulled in the clutch and all the power went away. And because the bike leaned so much, bonus exercise. Last time, make it count. So I know Rich is coming back up here. Woo! Rich has these moments when the bike looks like it's gonna fall, but he just trusts and he believes. Slow down, hug him, commit, 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 commit. You're not committed. All the way over, hug those 2 cones. All right, commit. Keep it loaded. Stay in the friction zone where you are. Keep it loaded. Hold the turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Good. Good. All the way over. All the way over. Hug those top cones. Hug them. Commit. Commit. Turn it. Keep it loaded. Bonus exercise. Good. All the way over. Commit. Lean it over. Turn those bars. Good. Keep the speed up. Keep the speed up. You don't want to go too slow. All right, you're good. You're good. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. All the way over. All the way over. Too early. Too early. Lean it. Lean it. Lean it. Watch that foot. Watch that foot. 30. That's 30 push-ups. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right, hug him. Commit. Lean it over, lean it over. No lean at all there, man. No lean at all. Because you're going too slow. That's why you don't want to lean. Good, all the way over here. You're turning early, you're turning early. You're good. Head and eyes up, you're looking right down at the ground. All the way over, Chris, all the way over. All right, commit, commit, commit. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Yeah, good. Hold it easy, easy with that clutch. Get the hell out of there. Good. Good. There we go. All the way over, John. All the way over. Hug those 2 cones. Commit. Keep it loaded. Your throttle is low. Preload. Good. Listen to the engine. Keep it just like that. All the way over. All the way over. All right, you're early. Commit, commit, commit. That's 10, 20. You started too early. That's it, John. All right, take a break. That's just a wheel placement thing. Good. Very nice. A little bit more preload. Give me a little bit more. All the way over. Nice. Starting early. Commit. Lean, lean, lean. You got to lean. Open the clutch. Open the clutch. That's 20. That's 30. 40. That's the sound I want to hear the whole time. That sound. Nice and easy. All the way over, Chris. All the way over. Hug those top cones. All right, commit. Lean it. Good. Just like that. I like the way it sounds. Going down. Keep it up. All the way over, Chris. All the way over. Hug them. Commit. Commit. Keep the throttle loaded. You're good. You're good. Right out. Right out. Oh, shit. You're going around again. There we go, Rip. Oh, get the hell out of there. Look at you. Guys, the fact that she even went in there and went for it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And because Chris doesn't have a lot of time to come out here, even though she is local, yeah, I'm going to definitely give her some extra reps because I love the fact that she's out here and she wants to get better. All right? All right, guys, we're going to move on to bonus time. To lean or not to lean? That's the question. All right. Prouder of you guys I could not be, especially Chris. How dare she enter the 18-foot circle? You know, she entered there with impunity too, man. It was like, but you know what? That's a C thing, confidence, right? Because if you're not even going to go up there and even attempt it, right? Finesse, his main issue initially was, like I said, he couldn't see his front wheel. So I already know he could do that. It's just a matter of practicing it, and then going the other way. He didn't feel confident leaning the bike. Rich, you're not allowed to move to Texas until you get this 18-foot circle, man. I mean, he's right there, man. He's right there. All right, any questions on that, guys? So a lot of the times when we do follow the leader, which we're going to do after this bonus exercise, if I got some stragglers left over, that's why sometimes I can lose them in there because it's about being consistent. All right, you made it around once. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, right? I got to keep in mind, too, one day somebody's going to rear end me, and I'm going to be like, oh, you idiot. Don't rear end the person. Just hit I don't care if you grab the front brake at that point. Just drop the bike, right? Don't rear end somebody. Yeah, you know.
Rear end the CVO, 9 months.
Yes, please. All right, moving on. We're doing a bonus exercise now. This is called to lean or not to lean. These cones are 10 feet apart. Andy is already disqualified because he can actually do this leaning the whole way with that bike. Is that bike on? No. So it's called to lean or not to lean. We're going to do it. It's the best of 3. We're not going to count Andy. You should have showed up with the big boy bike. So, best of 3. I mean, you can still go, of course, but it's just going to be for us to look at you and go, wow, that looks nice, man. You're in another classification. We'll put it like that. Do not go beyond the lines on the side. If you put a foot down, that's it. If you hit a cone, that's it. And I'm counting the cones as your rear wheel passes them. So that's all I'm going to tell you. Figure out the rest on your own based on everything we've done here today. All right, let me demo it. That's it. All right, let's do it. FTC. That's 1 cone, but he barely turned the handlebar, so he's screwed right away. 2 cones. 3 cones. 3 cones. 3 cones. Next. Nope, not turning the balls enough. 3 cones. 3 cones! Next! Started that turn late, so that's going to catch him. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. 5 cones! 5 is the number to beat. I see highway pegs. I can't advise them. That's 1. 2. 2 cones! All right, we got Rich. One, 2, turn it. 3, 4, 5. 5 cones! Chris, always coming from me. One, 2, 3. Too much speed right there. 4, 5. 5 cones! So Andy's going to try the cones 9 feet apart. I told him he needs to be 8 feet with this bike, but he knows the bike better than me. He's using short cones, so. You ain't doing that with high cones. No way. That's it, you're out. You're out, you're out. There we go. Slow and easy. Vanessa's over there. He said, screw this exercise. I'm gonna go practice that 22-foot circle in the Snowman. 3 cones. A little bit slower. Good, good. Turn it in. 5 cones. You're out. Hit a cone. Last time. Last time. You're it. You're out. You're out. Highway pegs. Highway pegs. There we go. Winner. He came through in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs and the bases loaded. And he hit a home run. All right, guys, we're going to move on to follow the leader. FTC time.
Yeah, I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked, cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just about my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. I'm foreigner in the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted that the door's been open. I knew I was different, I knew I was chosen. A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 5950 and there's no cap. Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the They done baptized the bad guy. Still don't follow religion. The Pharisees I can, I do what you can't. I wrote this 30,000 feet up, 10 toes stay G'd up. I'm tryna get that type of wealth, like a house on the hills, can't see us. Say the money still me up, stay humble, stay teed up. I don't tell you how to live, so don't hit me with no weak stuff. And if you know the deal, then you know the deal. If it's real, then you know it's real. Toast, let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real.
All right, guys. Follow the slow race. Take two. The slow race, the rules are very simple. The winner is the loser, meaning the last one to pass this row of cones right here is the winner. If you put a foot down, just stop where you are and stay there until the race is over. All right, so I can keep track of what's going on and you're not in the way. If you hit one of these lines, I'm not talking about the ones going across, these. That's it, you're done. Stop right there. We don't need any collisions. V.I.Preloaders and ONE Preloader. Start your engines. On your mark, get set, go! Oh, Joe's out, Dave is out, Andy, nobody's gonna beat Andy. Andy, winner, do it again! Go! Everybody's still in. Everybody's still in. All right, Dave's done. John's done. Winner! Enjoy yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm coming back.
Good, that's what I love to hear. Any change in the number, you think?
Maybe a 3.
Okay. Pleasure to meet you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
You want me to hold it? You got it?
Yeah, I think she can handle that, man. You did enough push-ups today. She can deal with the mic.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you enjoy yourself?
I did.
You're so hard on yourself. I watch her cursing herself out in real time, you know? But listen, and I said it to the camera already. I tell people, okay, last one, let's go. But if I see you sitting there, I'm like, she's local, but she's busy. So the fact that she's out here, let's get these reps in. So you did great out here.
Thank you.
Really well. I know you wanted to bring your other bike out, but you did great. What's your name?
Mrs. Finesse.
Okay, Mrs. Finesse. Okay.
Mrs. Finesse.
Now I got to change the rating on the video. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
So riding for real, like a year and a half, right?
What's the other? What's riding for fake?
You know, I played in my 20s.
Okay, all right. What are you riding today?
Today I'm on my
Yeah, exactly.
2023 Indian Scout Bobber Dark Horse Icon.
Oh my God.
No dark horse, just Bobber Icon.
Oh, okay. So she added something?
Yeah, there's no dark horse on Scout.
Look, now he's cocky, but when we did a video, he didn't know nothing about the damn bike. And what kind of motorcycle is this?
This is a Chieftain.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So what kind of motorcycle? And what kind of motorcycle is this?
This is a 2022 Chieftain.
All right, take 3. And what kind of motorcycle is this?
So this is the Indian motorcycle Chieftain Dark Horse Icon.
How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
A year and a half since I started.
Okay, good. Slow speed skills 1 to 10. What are you giving yourself?
I think probably 4.
4. Okay. Always good to see you, dear. Finesse?
Yep.
You enjoy yourself?
Of course.
1 to 10. Any change in your number?
Yes. Today I'm now a 6.5 because I went through an entire session and did not drop my bike.
Okay. Always a pleasure, brother.
Yeah, man. Good time.
All right.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did. I had a great time. Like I told you earlier, I think this is a baseline for me.
Absolutely.
But you know, I think I'm going to be going down from the 4 that I said earlier to 2 or 3. I mean, there are certain things I feel much better at. Smooth starts and stops, I feel pretty good.
You look good at that.
You know, wide U-turns, I'm pretty sure I can handle that. But
you already handled it in this box.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep practicing.
That's it. That's how you
back
get
here
consistent.
again.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Looking forward to seeing you again.
For us.
Thank you. Did you enjoy yourself?
Always.
All right. You remember what you rated yourself when you first came out here? There was some number because of new bars.
Yeah. I rated myself a 5 because of the new position of the bars.
Are you changing that number?
I'll go back to the 7.
Thank you. Always a pleasure, man. Those bars didn't do a damn thing. They didn't change nothing. All right. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yep. Had a good time.
You remember what you rated yourself when you first came out?
7.85.
Any change in that number?
You still got me in the follow the leader.
That doesn't matter.
I'm pretty close to an 8.
Always a pleasure, brother. Thank you for everything, man.
Thank you.
All right, guys, so that's going to do it. Practice session number 83 in the books. Great day. What time is it? 1:14. So we went through it pretty quick, you know, and that's always good. It is 80 degrees right now, and that's pretty much like the high. So that definitely helps out. I want to thank my V.I.Preloaders. They're out here now helping me by picking up the cones. And we just had a great day. It was a pleasure meeting the people that are out here for the first time. That's Dave and that's John. And Q just came out here too. Hey, Q. What's your name?
Chili.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you said I could call you Q.
Yes.
Where you from?
It's Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. Now, if you guys didn't see the Run to the Hills video that I put out, Q was in that video. And I see somebody show up. And they were staying over there. I thought it was the people that are with the people racing the cars. And I go over there and it's Q. I'm like, Q, why are you over there acting like a stepchild? Come on over here. You're a V.I.Preloader. So I want to thank you for coming out, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. I know you're just riding through.
Yes.
But you came out to see us and hang out with us, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I will be coming November for your third.
Yes, I saw you. I got your registration. I'm looking forward to it. All right, brother. You coming by yourself or you bringing your wife?
Yeah, we coming together.
Okay, beautiful. Pleasure, brother.
Yeah.
All right, guys, see, this is what I'm dealing with, man. Just great people. And I love it. I love Preloader Nation. I love everybody in Preloader Nation. And it's about the love and the positivity and the camaraderie. That's what this is all about, guys. And with all of that, we're learning, too, skills that can save our lives. It's simple as that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right, guys? All right, so signing off. Guys, please, if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps me out. Hit the like button. That helps as well. Share these videos so we can spread this knowledge. And hit that notification bell and switch it to all so you'll always be notified every time I put out a new video. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have, guys, and less time complaining about the things that you don't. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, guys. And if you have time to ride your motorcycles, you have time to practice on them. Until next time.